my darlings, how are you? I hope that you are doing amazing. It's DarlingDTarot bringing you another pick a card reading. So for today, we are asking the question, who is thinking of you and what are they thinking? So right off the bat, we have 5 beautiful piles here in front of us. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, stack 4, and stack 5. Now you can choose based off of the energy of the pile, the number of the pile, or the items associated with each stack. You can also choose just one, you can choose multiples, or you could even choose all of them if you feel drawn or you resonate with all of them. But going forward for stack 1, we have this blue floppy disk and this clear quartz crystal. For stack 2, we have this orange floppy disk and this carnelian crystal. For stack 3, we have this pink floppy disk and this clear quartz crystal. How pretty are these, right? And for stack 4, we have this purple floppy disk and this rose quartz crystal. And for stack 5, we have this green, lime green floppy disk with this clear quartz crystal again. Lots of clear quartz. So I will give you a few seconds to choose your pile or piles. Maybe you want to choose multiple, but I will give you a few seconds to choose. But first, let's take a deep breath in. Let's hold it and release. And with that, I will give you a few seconds to choose whichever piles you feel resonate with you. Hello to everyone who chose stack 1. Let's get right into your reading and see who is thinking about you and what are they thinking about. So going forward, I love that you chose the dark blue floppy disk. I definitely feel like the person that is thinking of you is very emotionally mature. This is someone who knows what it is that they want. It might be a little bit hard to get this person to commit from time to time as well, just because they really appreciate their freedom. I feel like this person loves living the bachelor or bachelorette lifestyle. They love being able to be their own person. They love achieving their own goals. So it might be very hard to hold this person down in one spot for way too long. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some cards throughout this stack that are kind of indicating Sagittarius as well. I feel like this person might have Sagittarius somewhere within their chart, maybe even Aries as well. It doesn't have to just be their sun or moon sign, could be somewhere else within their chart as well. But I definitely feel like this person loves to go on adventures, and I feel like they want to go on adventures with you. I feel like they really love the fact that you're so passionate about your goals and your ambitions as well, and that's something that really lights the fire from under them. I also feel like this person is very emotionally mature. I feel like they're very emotionally deep as well, and I feel like this is someone who wants to open up with you. I feel like they want to be very forthcoming with their emotions with you. So, going forward onto your first card, this is your Animal Druid Oracle card, and this is talking about the person that is thinking about you. Who are they? So, we have Centaur. Look at that! So, right off the bat, this is definitely that sort of Sagittarius energy. He is an archer as well. So, it could be that maybe this person is literally into archery. Maybe this person is just very much loving their single life. They love to be by themselves. They love to go on to the next adventure. Maybe this person moves around a lot as well, or maybe they travel for career, but I definitely feel like this is someone who is very hard to hold down. And especially with Centaur, I feel like this person is a shapeshifter. I feel like this person is very adaptable. I feel like anything that you throw this person's way, they're going to conquer it very easily and very much without breaking a sweat too. I feel like others see this person as someone who is incredibly dependable, as someone who is reliable, someone who can stand on their own 2 feet, and I feel like that's something that if you know this person, you probably really admire about them as well, but I feel like that's also how they see you. I feel like this person hasn't really been in all that many relationships as well. I feel like they always see their friends and everyone around them falling in love, but they never themselves find themselves falling in love. So I feel like when they do have their eye caught by someone, it's because they're incredibly special. So that's really awesome that this person is captivated by you, stack one, right? Now going forward, again, this person could have fire within their chart. I feel like this person is very gracious in the eye of change. They love change. This person loves transformation as well. And I feel like that's something that you're really going to appreciate about this person, is that regardless of if you're going to be dating in the future, or if you're going to be friends in the future, or if this is maybe even someone who's going to be a work colleague that wants to start talking to you a little bit more, I definitely feel like this is someone who is going to make it known that they want to talk to you, and that's something that you're really going to appreciate. I feel like this person is also very dependable in the fact that they're a little bit predictable, right? So maybe this is someone who messages you every day. Maybe this is someone who literally likes everything of yours on your social media, and it's like, oh look, Dan or Samantha liked my post again today. Like, ooh, I wonder what that means. And it's literally because this person has their eye on you. You might literally know who this person is as you're watching this video. And if they come to your mind, that's who this is, right? But going forward onto your next 2 cards, this is going a little bit more in depth into who this person is. So we have Fire Guardian, ignite your passion, yes, and Druid, hold the space. So definitely someone who is incredibly reflective, someone who loves to meditate as well. This person might be very spiritually inclined. This person might be working with divinatory tools as well, such as tarot cards, tea leaves, pendulums. This might not even be something that you know about, right? This might be something that they do kind of on the down low, but I definitely feel like that's something that they really appreciate about you, is that you're so open-minded and that you're open to pretty much everything. I feel like they're also very reflective in the fact that as they go to sleep at night, this person likes to think back on their conversations with you, and I feel like they like to replay what they should have said or how they should have maybe reacted to certain things as well. But this person is definitely very passionate. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if they have fire in their chart. Again, that would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. But going forward with Ignite Your Passions, I definitely feel like this is someone who has an entrepreneurial energy as well. This is someone who works very hard. They play hard at the same time. I feel like this is someone who lights up a room. I feel like they know how to bring a smile to other people's faces as well, but they're also very career-oriented, and maybe that's something that they really appreciate about you, Stack One, is the fact that you're also very career-oriented as well. So going forward onto your next 3 cards, now that you have a little bit of an idea of who this person is, these are going to be your animal messages cards, and these are talking about what this person really likes about you and what they think about you. So we have the Weasel card, we also have Manatee, and we have Camel. Beautiful. So right off the bat with Camel, it says, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. This person sees that you're very resilient. This person sees that you're just as adaptable as they are. They see you as someone who is very gracious, who is very graceful in regards to change as well. I feel like you're very forthcoming, you're very honest, and again, you're incredibly adaptable. I feel like no matter what, you have that sort of Bear Grylls energy of evolve, adapt, and improvise. I think it is improvise, evolve, adapt. And that's very much you going forward. There's nothing that you can't do, and I feel like that's something that this person is very inspired by as well. Now, going forward also with Manatee, it says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Again, you're not very manipulative. You know, you're not someone who has an ulterior motive, or you're not someone who is just looking out for only yourself. You're a very selfless person, right? I feel like you always are very thoughtful. You always put other people in front of yourself. So you're not going to try and manipulate a situation or change a situation to benefit yourself, and that's something they find very admirable. I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you that pick this pile, this is someone that you literally work with that is just admiring you. Maybe they want to be friends with you a little bit more. But going forward, also with Manatee, accept the situation. I feel like you're very easygoing. I feel like you're very laid back. I feel like you go with the flow and you understand what it is that is important in the situation, right? It's almost like you can find the silver lining, but you can also say, is this really worth my time? Is it worth getting upset about this little thing, right? And I feel like you're able to just kind of brush things off very, very easily. But going forward, we also have Weasel. I also want to say that you're non-confrontational, and that's something that they really appreciate as well, because I feel like even though this person is very fiery and very passionate, they don't like being confrontational themselves, right? But they also really appreciate your sensitivity and your sentimentality. But going forward with Weasel, it says be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So again, you're very observant. I feel like you're someone who is very spiritually aware as well as very spiritually inclined. I wouldn't be surprised if those of you that are watching might even be mediums as well. Maybe you're someone who receives a lot of synchronicities, but you always trust your instinct, you always trust your gut. I feel like you have a very good head on your shoulders as well. You're able to see the little details, or you're able to read between the lines, right? And that's something that they really appreciate about you, is that you're always very cautious with what you do, right? You're never just going to jump into something. Even though you're very excitable, the Weasel will make sure that the coast is clear before it goes into the water to go fishing, right? So I feel like that's very much your energy as well. But again, I feel like you're someone who doesn't fight against the current. I feel like you just go with the flow. So going on to your next two cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about how this person that is thinking about you views you overall. So we have the World card and the Hierophant. Beautiful. So we have Coral Reef energy, and we also have Polar Bear energy. So this is definitely someone who holds you in a very high regard. They see you maybe even put up on a pedestal as well compared to other people. They see you as someone who is very balanced. You're within your equilibrium, very much divine masculine and divine feminine kind of combined. I wouldn't even be surprised if you might have not only Aries or Taurus in your chart, but also if you have a water sign, just with all of the blue that's coming up here, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Again, you don't have to be, but I definitely feel like there's this energy of being very sentimental, you yourself understanding what it is that you want as well, and knowing what it is that you need in regards to a relationship and not settling for less. And I feel like that person that is thinking about you really appreciates that going forward. Now also with the Hierophant, I feel like this person knows that you hold the key to your happiness, and I feel like they know that you know that as well. I feel like they see you as someone who is appreciating your singlehood, if you are someone who is single, or just appreciating your career life, you know, maybe even your opportunities going forward. I just feel like this person sees you as someone who is enjoying life, who is enjoying everything that is coming your way as well. And I also feel like they see you as someone who is on the doorstep or the doorway of success and of abundance and of great times headed for you. And I feel like this person genuinely wishes you the best. I feel like this person wants the world for you. And how sweet is that? But going forward with the world, I definitely see that they view you as someone who is able to close out cycles very easily, especially if someone is no longer serving you or your vibration or matching your vibration. You're not going to keep messing around with this person, or you're not going to just entertain this person, right, because you're bored. You're going to keep moving forward, and if this person wants to follow you, that's great. If not, keep going along, right? Or even stay back there, you're gonna just keep moving. And I feel like that's something that they really appreciate about you as well. But you're also very nurturing. When we think about coral reefs, we think about all of the life that they sustain too. We think about them nurturing so many different sea creatures. And I feel like that's your energy too, is that you're someone who is very caring and compassionate. You're someone who is very understanding and very empathetic. And I feel like you're able to nurture anyone or anything that comes into your path. I also want to say we do have a lot of sea imagery, and I know we talked a little bit about maybe having water in your chart, but it could also be that for some of you, maybe you or the person that is thinking about you lives near the water. Maybe you live on the coast, or maybe, hey, maybe you live in Florida. But going forward, this person definitely sees you as someone who is incredibly successful and someone who is cut out for better things. Now, they also see you as someone who is maybe in a position of a higher authority. So maybe for some of you, you are higher up in maybe your career than this person is. Maybe you're higher up in studies. Maybe you're just someone who is a little bit more well put together than this person, or that's how they view you. Or maybe they see you as someone who is more higher up than them, right? And I just feel like they put you up on a pedestal. So It's a very motherly energy, but again, also paired up with the Hierophant. It's almost like maternal and paternal energies coming together so beautifully. So while you're very compassionate and nurturing and comforting, you're also very protective and very headstrong and headfast and saying, hey, how can I take care of you? You know, you're someone who wants to not only provide, but also comfort. And I feel like that's a very, very beautiful duality that you have going on for you. So going on to your next few cards, these are your Ethereal Visions cards, and these are talking about what this person thinks of exactly when they think of you. So we have the World again. So it could be that maybe you closed out a chapter with this person. It could be that this is an ex-friend, an ex-lover, an ex-partner. But we also have the Five of Swords. Yes, this is definitely someone who misses you. This is someone from your past, maybe even an ex-coworker that you kind of cut off contact with. Also the Seven of Swords and the Star card. Yeah, they feel like maybe there's hope here. At least that's what they're hoping. They're hoping there's hope. But with the World card, it's very much this energy of everything happens for a reason, and sometimes people are only in your life for a season, but this person genuinely misses you. I feel like you occupy their thoughts in a way that they never have felt for anyone else, and it kind of scares them. I feel like from time to time, they can drop other thoughts, they can drop other people out of their life very easily as well and not think about them, but there's always this sort of universal constant of they're thinking about you. Like if the two of you went to maybe a pretzel factory, every time they eat pretzels, even with their new girlfriend Jessica, they're gonna be like, oh, Miranda loved pretzels, I'm going to the pretzel factory with me. Like, you know, this person is going to hold on to all of these memories, and I feel like that's why they're thinking about you. I feel like they're reflecting, I feel like they're reminiscing, I feel like they're literally being nostalgic about the time that you guys shared together. And I think that they're hoping that the wheel is going to turn in their favor. I feel like they're hoping that good fortune and good luck is going to shine their way, and the two of you are going to start talking again. I feel like this person does watch your social media, though, to be completely honest. You know, maybe this person also kind of asks their tarot cards or their oracle cards about you, but there's definitely this energy of, even though they're dropping other things, maybe even toxic patterns or toxic situations in their life, or maybe even self-sabotaging cycles that they constantly keep repeating, this person always finds that you are the universal constant in their life that they can't quite let go of. Look, even in the background, there's all of these wounded people walking away. So maybe this person had to cut off some toxic friends or some toxic family members, and now they're looking back at kind of the wreckage of this relationship for some of you. You know, I feel like maybe this person really messed up, but it was because of the influence of other people. It was because of the influence of maybe even their family members. It caused them to treat you this way. It caused them to act this way, to act a fool, basically. And I feel like this person is very embarrassed. I'm just gonna put it very bluntly. They're embarrassed. I feel like they're ashamed. I feel like they don't even want to come forward to you because I feel like they're a little scared that you're going to reject them, but they also know that if you did reject them, it would be kind of justified. It would be called for, and they wouldn't necessarily blame you for that either. But it's also something that they find very attractive, is that they know that you would say no to them, right? But going forward, I definitely feel like they're considering bettering themselves even more. You know, this is someone who wants to rejuvenate themselves. They want to start over fresh. They want to be able to wipe the slate clean with you. And I feel like that's something that they daydream about a lot. And I feel like this person thinks about you a lot when they work, maybe even when they take a shower or when they take that bath at night or in the morning. That's when they're thinking about you. It could even be when they first wake up in the morning as well. They're just kind of like, wow. Oh my gosh, maybe when they're pooping and they're looking on Instagram, they see a post and they're like, wow, I wish I could show this to Jacob. And they're thinking about you. But going forward onto your next three cards, these are your Botticelli Tarot cards, and these are talking about what their next move towards you is going to be if they did make another move towards you. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Knave of Swords. Definitely they're watching your social media. They might even reach out via your social media. And the Four of Chalices. Wow, what was I just saying? Okay, so the Four of Chalices in traditional tarot is talking about an offer of love being given to someone, and you literally being like, nah man, I don't want it. You take that back from whence it came. I do not want it here. Do not even show your face around here anymore, Sir Jacob. It's done. It's over now. And I feel like that basically sums up how this person feels like what's going to happen next if they approach you, if they reach out and say, hey, I want to take you out on a date, or hey, I want to treat you right, or hey, I want to go out with you, I feel like you're just gonna shut it down, like, no thanks. Do you see how she's even like holding up her hand like to him, like, no, swerve, and he's like, but please, Samantha, please listen to me, and she's like, I really don't want to hear it, Harold. I've heard it 5 million other times. Just take your spiel and leave. Just go, right? And I feel like that's very much what they are a little scared that might happen, and maybe that's what keeps them from reaching out to you. And some of you might be watching this and being like, yes, I hope they never reach out to me. But to be honest, with the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like they want to be friends with you. At the very, very least, they want to be friends with you. It's almost like this energy of, you don't ever have to tell me anything. You don't ever have to talk to me ever again. I just want to know that you're safe. I just want to know that you're okay. It's almost like they want just an in into your life. And it sounds so weird. It's like they don't even have to be dating you. It's like they could just be on the sidelines and watch you thrive and watch you do good. And that would be enough for them for the rest of their life, right? And it's almost like they're just very, very dedicated to you. I feel like they genuinely see that even in the times of hardship, that you stayed a very good person, that you took the higher road, that you were very mature about every circumstance that you faced, right? And I feel like this person couldn't necessarily say the same for themselves. And I feel like that's something that they would probably tell you too if they did kind of approach you. But I feel like it would be very casual through social media. This person just kind of slides into your DMs and is like, oh, hey, how are you doing, Damien? And I just feel like there's this energy of, you know, this person just trying to keep it very casual, very friend-like as well with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like they would try to have more, but they know that you would shut them down, right? But going forward onto your next few cards, these are going to be your Glow Glow Tarot cards. And these are talking about if this person could tell you anything right now, what would it be? So we have the Five of Chalices in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This person was a little scared in the past. It could even be that this is literally an ex-partner and they couldn't step up, they couldn't commit to you. Maybe the two of you were even in a situationship, right? And maybe they were trying to become a little bit more mature, but they just couldn't be that for you then. And it was almost like you needed them to be, and they couldn't step up for you. Okay, so going forward, the Five of Chalices in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in the upright, and the Tower in reverse. Beautiful. So definitely the Tower moment already happened for this person. You know, but I feel like they're apologizing for not being ready in the past. I feel like this person is saying, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I couldn't have showed you how passionate I was about you. I'm sorry I wasn't more forthcoming in the past about how special you were in my life, about how important you were in my life as well. I feel like this person is probably even apologizing for the fact that they couldn't commit to you the way that they should have, especially with the Emperor in the reverse. It was almost like I couldn't provide for you in the capacity that you needed me to, or in the capacity that I wanted to. I had other priorities, and it kept me from looking out into the future. It kept me from seeing something better for myself. And in the Six of Swords, you know, this person doesn't blame you for walking away. This person doesn't blame you for going to calmer waters, maybe even for blocking this person. Again, it doesn't have to be an ex. It could be literally just an old friend that maybe you decided to cut off because it was just like, it was too much. There was too much drama. Maybe there were too many hands in the pie as well. It was almost like there were too many irons in the fire, too many whispering ears, you know, too many people that are just trying to say something. And it was just too much. So you packed your bags, you packed, you know, what little you had, even, you know, that's what this card is all about, is packing up, you know, the bare minimum and just leaving, you know, taking the lessons with you, but then leaving the rest behind, leaving behind the burden or the hardship. And I feel like that's exactly what you did. I feel like you went and you bettered yourself, and you left this person to better themselves as well. I feel like you never truly closed the door to this person, though. I feel like you always genuinely in the back of your mind hope that you at the very least inspire this person to be a little bit better of a person and not to lead others on. I feel like there's this energy of maybe this person led you on, maybe this person led a few other people on, but there was definitely this energy of they shouldn't have done the things that they did, and they shouldn't have done you the way that they did. And I feel like they're really starting to understand that. I feel like it's really coming full circle. I don't know. For some of you, maybe you just really needed to hear that message from them, you know, that they weren't as forthcoming as they should have been. They weren't as generous with their time as they should have been. And I feel like that's something that very much haunts them. But with the Six of Swords as well, this is also talking about they walked away from anything that no longer served them either. And it wasn't easy, but it was liberating. And now they feel excited about life again. You know, they feel like they can do anything. They feel like they can go anywhere. And maybe it's like they left all of this behind and now they're coming towards you, and now they're like, I don't think this person will ever talk to me again. You know, and I feel like this person is a little scared that they mess things up. Kind of beyond repair, but I also feel like this person is very hopeful of, if I can just keep bettering myself and understanding how to become a better person, you know, I know that this person is going to accept me one day. I just have to kind of get back onto their level, you know, and maybe that kind of loops back into the message at the very beginning about how this person really holds you up on a pedestal, because I feel like this person, you know, maybe they also kind of struggle with self-deprecating thoughts. Maybe they're very hard on themselves, and maybe that's something that they weren't very obvious or very upfront or forthcoming with you about. Maybe they weren't very honest with the fact that they put themselves down a lot, or that they're very hard on themselves, or that they take other people's opinions to heart very, very much, because this person is very sensitive. You know, I feel like they're very sentimental, and I feel like they're more emotional than maybe you even understand or give them credit for. And it's not to say that you don't, but I feel like they just never told you. You know, they never expressed themselves. They never expressed their emotions. So, you know, again, I feel like they're very much saying the only one to blame is myself for the way that this worked out, and I'm sorry, right? But going forward onto your last 4 cards, these are going to be your closing messages cards, and these are your Enchanted Tarot cards, and these are talking about just closing messages on this person, how they feel about you and what you should know going forward. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Princess of Hearts, the Four of Wands, and the Judgment card. Wow, okay, yes. So this is definitely a past relationship, maybe even a past life relationship. It could even be that the two of you had past life, kind of karma from a past life relationship where the two of you were together, and now you're coming back into this lifetime to be able to mend this or to be able to fix this. But also with the Princess of Hearts, I feel like the two of you were very good friends at a time. I feel like there's also hope and potential to be friends again. Again, continue to focus it on yourself. I feel like this person is going to come around when they're ready, when they themselves feel abundant, when they themselves feel successful and happy and content with themselves. I also feel like with the Princess of Hearts, I feel like this person is going to literally write you in the future a love letter when they are ready. Again, I feel like up until then, it's going to be very kind of surface level conversations, maybe just reaching out, maybe, hey, or I like the picture, or how are you doing? But I definitely feel like there's going to be this one day where this person just opens up to you and they write you this long letter, and it's like, whoa, you know, maybe this person is also going to tell you with the Four of Wands, you're the person that I saw myself marrying, that I saw myself settling down with, but I couldn't tell you that because I was worried, because I was scared, because I wasn't stable then. But they really have been working on their stability. They've been working on creating a firm foundation for themselves. For some of them, they also moved out. I feel like for some of them, they changed their location, they changed their address, they maybe even bought a house. So I feel like you're really going to be proud of all of the achievements that they've managed to bring into their life as well. Now, this doesn't have to be the fact that the two of you become friends immediately again or start dating again immediately, because that's completely up to you, right, Stack One? But I definitely feel like this person is going to at least, you know, tell you that you have shaped their life in such a beautiful, beneficial way. And they're also probably going to want to try to take you on a date again, not going to lie. But with the Princess of Hearts, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, again, I feel like this person is going to want to plan with you. They're going to want to reach out. They're going to want to write you love letters. And with the Four of Wands, I feel like they want to share their stability with you. It could even be that this person asks you in the future to move in with them. But again, I feel like this person is a little bit scared of what you might say, and rightly so, you know. But with the Judgment card, I feel like they see you guys' relationship or friendship as something that was brought in by the angels, as something that was brought in divinely to bring in more abundance and more happiness into their life, right? But I hope that you enjoyed enjoyed this stack one, definitely let me know in the comments if this resonated and if you know who this person is. I hope that you are doing amazing and you're having a beautiful day. Make sure to hit like if you enjoyed this video. Also to hit subscribe if you have not already. Make sure to hit that little bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a brand new reading. I am so excited to be announcing that I have brand new prices on my Etsy as well, so definitely check those out. They go from $15 all the way to a 3-hour reading, so definitely go check that out if you are interested. I also have all of the links down below in the description box for my wish list and also for places that you can go to donate to as well. But I hope that you're doing amazing and I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Again, definitely let me know in the comments if this resonated and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye, Stack One! Hello to everyone who chose Stack 2. Let's get right into your reading and see who is thinking about you and what are they thinking. So right off the bat, I love that you chose the orange floppy disk. This is definitely talking about someone who is very vivacious, very giddy, someone who's very excitable at the same time. This is someone who loves to adventure. I feel like they're very cultured as well. I feel like this is someone who understands their heritage, maybe someone who is even bilingual at the same time, and that's something you're really going to love. It could even be that this person really loves being with their family members. I feel like they're a little bit of a homebody, but for the most part, they really love going out. They really love painting the town red. They really love kind of trying out new experiences as well. And I feel like that's something they really love about you too, is that you are someone who loves to try anything at least once. I feel like you're someone who is very open-minded, very open-hearted too, and I feel like they really appreciate that. They might even like the fact that you understand your heritage too, that you honor your heritage, that you honor your ancestors, you honor yourself, and I feel like they find that very beautiful and very attractive going forward. But also, with the carnelian, it definitely makes me feel like this person, even though they put up this, I'm very confident, look at me, maybe this person even has a very large social media following. It could even be that they have a lot of friends or admirers even. But I feel like this person hasn't always been confident. I feel like the person that is thinking about you maybe has struggled with self-confidence and self-worth issues in the past, and now that's why they really appreciate themselves, and that's why they put themselves out there. It's not so much that this person is a player, but it's just more of the fact that this person is starting to feel comfortable with themselves. They're starting to feel proud of being themselves as well. And I feel like that's also something that they really appreciate about you, is that you're proud of being yourself. You're comfortable in your own skin. You march to the beat of your own drum, and you don't have to worry about what other people are saying about you or what other people are worrying about you. And I feel like they find that very admirable. So without any further ado, let's get right into these cards. I also feel like maybe this is someone who has something very distinctive about them. Like maybe they have very beautiful like curly hair. It could also be that they have freckles, maybe a birthmark or a mole somewhere on their face, maybe on their chin or on their cheek even. But going forward onto your first card, this is going to be your Animal Druid Oracle card, and this is talking about who the person is that is thinking about you. So we have Scorpion. Woohoo! So I wouldn't be surprised right off the bat if this person has Scorpio energy somewhere within their chart. It doesn't have to just be their sun or moon sign, but this is definitely talking about someone who is a little bit mysterious, a little bit aloof when you first get to know them. But then when you start to know them, when you kind of crack open that shell, they are so much fun. They are a ball of life, a ball of laughter. I definitely feel like this is someone who is incredibly generous as well. I feel like this is someone who is very forthcoming with how they're feeling and what they want going forward. They might even come off a little bit blunt from time to time, but they mean it very well. It might be that this person says things without a filter, and maybe it's something that they've struggled with throughout their life as well, is learning how to filter out what they think and kind of what they want to say, right? But I definitely feel like this person might even be a little bit stubborn. I definitely feel like you might even know who this person is, but regardless, this is definitely someone who is very dependable. This is someone who can stand on their own 2 feet. This is someone who stands up for themselves regularly as well. It could even be that they're in a family where they have differing views than the people that are around them, maybe even just in their community, and there's someone who is constantly fighting out or striking out against these ideas or these opinions or these beliefs, right? And I definitely feel like this person is a trendsetter. I feel like this person is a natural born leader as well, and that's something you're really going to appreciate about them. Now also with that kind of Scorpio type energy, I feel like this person is very sensual. I feel like this person, you know, has a way with words. as well. I feel like they're a good conversationalist. I feel like this person could definitely kind of sweep you off your feet if you would give them the time, right? But I feel like maybe you don't necessarily even think that this person is interested in you. I feel like they like to play it cool, calm, and collected, right? So going on to your next two cards, these are your Angels and Ancestors cards, and these are talking about more characteristics, qualities, and traits of this person who is thinking about you. So we have Stargazer and Winter. Beautiful. Okay, so right off the bat with Stargazer, set your sights higher. It definitely could be that this person really loves astronomy, astrology. Maybe this person just owns like a telescope. Maybe they love looking out at the sky. Maybe the two of you share an affinity for the moon as well. Maybe this person has told you in the past, like, look up at the moon and know that I'm looking at the same moon as you. I just feel like this person is very romantic at heart as well. And maybe that's not something that they put out to the public or that they give that vibe to the majority of people, but I definitely feel like it's something that they have expressed with you or they want to express with you, right? I also feel like, again, this person is always going on to the next adventure. They're always setting their sights higher. They're always looking for the next adventure, and I feel like they're never quite settling for anything, right? They're never going to settle for less than they deserve either, that's for sure. I feel like maybe there was a point in time for this person where they did constantly settle, so now they're like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. I am going to go on to things that fulfill me and that bring a very, very good outcome to my life, right? Now, going forward with Winter, it could be that this is when the two of you met. Maybe that's when you will meet. It could also be that with Winter, maybe they feel a little bit shut out from you, or maybe they feel a little bit withdrawn. It could be that the two of you live from a distance from each other. It could even be like a long distance relationship sort of a setting. But I definitely feel like this person is very reflective. I feel like they love to meditate. I feel like music is very important to those that pick this pile as well. And maybe that's how the two of you connect. Maybe the two of you also listen to podcasts or different audiobooks together and then just kind of talk about them. And I definitely feel like this person loves to withdraw. I feel like they love to take time for themselves. And also when we think about Scorpions, they like to come out when the day is kind of cooler. Otherwise, they like to hang out underground, underneath rocks or in little tunnels. And I feel like that's them. Maybe they're a little bit reclusive, right, from time to time. And maybe that's something that can be a little bit frustrating for you if you know this person already or you know who this person is the fact that this person can seemingly drop off the face of the planet, right? And maybe you worry about this person, but I feel like it's just because this person loves their alone time. They love to reflect and they love to meditate. Also with Winter, take care of your needs. I feel like this person has learned how to put up better boundaries for themselves over the last 2 years. It could also be that this person is just learning how to say no for themselves a little bit more too. And maybe that's something that when you finally find out who this person is, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm really proud of them for doing that, because maybe it's long overdue. Maybe you've noticed that this person is constantly being taken advantage of by the people that call themselves their friends, right? But going forward, I definitely feel like this could be someone that is even like an indigo child, but they're very spiritually connected with you going forward, right? I feel like they're a lot of fun though, even though they come off very serious, right? But going forward onto your next three cards, these are your Animal Messages cards, and these are talking about characteristics, qualities, and traits that this person that's thinking about you loves about you. So we have Grouse. Woohoo, that's a beautiful card starting us off. We also have Falcon and we have Goose. Okay, so right off the bat with Goose, it says take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. I feel like they really love the fact that you have boundaries for yourself as well. So it's funny that we were talking about their boundaries and the fact that boundaries are so important to them, because I feel like they really appreciate that you yourself have put up boundaries. I feel like you know how to say no for yourself. I feel like they also admire how hard you work. It could even be that this person wants you to be able to relax a little bit more. Maybe they want to take care of you. Maybe they want to provide for you. It could even be like a sugar daddy / sugar mama sort of situation going on here as well. But this person definitely wants to provide for you. I feel like they want to be very generous with their time and with their money as well. But also with Goose, kind of taking time to rest and recuperate. It could be that they really love the fact that you have a self-care routine. It could even be that you have different ways that you love to unwind. Maybe you're someone who also loves to post a bunch of different things on Facebook or on Instagram or TikTok, or maybe even stories on like Messenger or something. And I feel like they just love being able to watch what you're up up to and love being able to see how you appreciate yourself and how you admire yourself. Maybe you yourself went through a confidence shift as well. It could even be that the two of you are a spiritually connected relationship, maybe soulmates. It could even be that the two of you are twin flames. Just because if you are going through a confidence kind of awakening as well, it's almost like the two of you are directly mirroring each other. It could even be that the two of you are kind of feeding off of each other and propelling each other into success as well without even necessarily knowing it. It could be that you're in the same soul family. But going forward with Falcon, it says act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it. So I definitely feel like there's this energy that once you have your eye on the prize, you're going to go towards it, and you're not going to ask questions. You're just going to get it done. And I feel like once you get everything done for the day, you like to just go home. You don't like to dawdle. You don't like to just sort of meander around. I feel like you get what you need to get done, and then you have the rest of the time for yourself. And I feel like that brings us into the next point of you're very fun-loving. I feel like you're someone who is incredibly childlike. I feel like you're very connected with your inner child, and that's something that they really appreciate, because it's very hard for them to find someone who is very non-judgmental and very open-hearted and very open to being very childlike as well. So I feel like that's something they really appreciate about you, and I feel like they love the fact that you aren't going to judge them for making kind of immature jokes, or maybe even inappropriate jokes. You know, I feel like maybe this person will like want to send you like memes or something, and it's like a really random meme, and you're like, oh, okay, thank you, Harold. But I feel like they love the fact that no matter what it is, you always are responsive. You know, you always respond to them. But going forward with Grouse, it says express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. So there's definitely this energy of they love when you dance. They love when you even post about your dancing online. It could even be that this person wants to take you out dancing as well. They see you as someone who is very rhythmic. They see you as someone who is very fun-loving and also very kind and caring. Someone who is just very excitable. I feel like they see you as the life of the party as well. Maybe even the class clown. Maybe they see you as someone who is always having a good time, always finding the silver lining as well. They just see you as someone who is everything that's good in the world. They could even see you as someone who is incredibly optimistic and very positive too. It's almost as if you don't let things get to you, right? And I feel like you're someone who is able to take a step back and who is able to see the whole situation as for what it is, as opposed to getting enmeshed in with your feelings as well, if that makes sense. Spirit's giving me so many messages right now about what this person loves about you. I feel like this person might have a crush on you, to be completely honest. You might even know this person. Like, I feel like maybe the two of you talk quite a bit, to be honest. But I feel like there's so many different things that every single day they find a new thing to love and to cherish about you. And maybe that's something that they would say to you if they had the chance. But going forward, I definitely feel like you're able to make the best out of any bad situation. Now, going on to your next two cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about if this person could sum you up into any two cards, what would they be? So we have the Tower and the Ace of Wands. Yes! So you're definitely someone who is able to start over from scratch, someone who is able to wipe the slate clean and restart your life. I feel like they see you as someone who is able to shift into a new way of being as well. Even when something bad happens to you, you find the moral of the story. You find the silver lining. You say to the universe, you know, not why is this happening to me, but how can I harness this to best suit me, right? And I feel like you're someone who is just always looking for a way to make yourself a little bit better, or to go towards your passions, or to go towards things that you yourself are passionate about. You know, and I feel like you're someone who understands that when something doesn't work out the way that it's supposed to, it's because there was something else better planned for you. It could even be that this person, they want to reach out to you a little bit more, but I feel like you come off a little bit intimidating to them because you have experienced your lessons, because you are someone who holds yourself accountable. I feel like they themselves are a little bit nervous about coming forward to you. It could even be that they feel themselves getting a little bit tongue-tied as well, which is very sweet. But going forward with the Ace of Wands, you're definitely someone who is incredibly passionate, very dedicated to your own goals, to your own successes and your own abundances as well. You're definitely someone who loves learning new You're definitely someone who loves learning new hobbies, loves learning new interests as well. I feel like you're really good with anything that is able to utilize your hands. I feel like you love to roll up your sleeves and get a little bit dirty and put in a little bit of elbow grease, right? But I definitely feel like you're someone who can achieve those goals. And that's something that not only does this person really love about you, but also everyone around you loves about you as well, Stack 2, not gonna lie. But I definitely feel like you're a beacon of hope for a lot of people, especially the person that is thinking about you. You know, notice how we have a lightning bug there. It's almost like in these dark times and in these dark moments, you're the person that is shining that light. You're the person who is telling people, hey, it's all right. There's something better in store for us, right? I feel like you're someone who is a leader. You're someone who provides hope for others. And how beautiful is that? So it could even be that you were there for this person when they were at their lowest and they want to say thank you to you, right? I feel like there's just the overwhelming energy of, you were there for me when I felt like my world was crumbling down, and I just find that so beautiful. Now, going forward onto your next 4 cards, these are your Ethereal Visions Tarot cards, and these are talking about what this person thinks about when they think of you. So we have the Tower card again. Whoa, that's incredible. Look at that. We also have Justice. So there's definitely been some awakenings for this person as well. It could even be that, you know, maybe they think or daydream about, you know, maybe things falling back into place or things falling together for the two of you, right? But we have the Tower, Justice card, Temperance, and the Ace of Swords. So right off the bat, I feel like this person thinks about reaching out to you a little bit more. I feel like they think about picking up the phone and just calling you and just saying hello and how are you and just hearing your voice. I feel like this person just really loves the sound of your voice. I feel like it's very comforting for them, even in times of hardship. You're definitely the thought that occupies their mind when they're going through some form of traumatic experience or some form of new cycle or upheaval. You know, I definitely feel like they find comfort within you. They find hope within you as well. With the Temperance card here, it's almost like you bring a level of patience into their life too. You've taught them how to be a little bit more patient. And when they think about you, they think about your patience. They think about the fact that you are so fair, the fact that you're so unbiased as well and so non-judgmental. I know that keeps kind of coming up throughout this reading, but I feel like it's something that they can't stress enough. I feel like there has never been a time that you've judged this person, even when you could have, right? Even when they've told you things that maybe they've been judged for in the past by other people, you never have. I feel like when they think about you as well, they're thinking about the fact that they can drop this mask with you, that they don't have to put on a front, that they don't have to hide themselves or hide their emotions, right? Because maybe growing up, this person that's thinking about you wasn't always able to express their emotions. Maybe they saw it as a little bit of a weakness as opposed to a superpower, right? And, you know, to be honest, Scorpios kind of struggle with that, struggle with showing their emotions. They're very sensitive underneath it all, right? And very emotional and very easy to be hurt. And I feel like that's the same with this person, is that this person maybe was very easy to be hurt, but they had to put on a front for other people. But with you, they didn't have to. And that's something that I think about a lot, is the freedom that comes with being with you or talking to you or just hearing your voice, right? But with Temperance as well, this is talking about a divine connection, the angels bringing the two of you together as well. You know, and maybe them saying, maybe they would honestly say to you, if they could say anything, is, I feel like we were brought together for a reason, especially after all of the bad relationships or bad friendships that both of us have had in the past. I feel like you bring a lot of happiness into my life. I feel like you bring a lot of completion into my life as well. I feel like this person thinks about just literally writing to you, you know, maybe taking the bull by the horn and deciding, hey, I'm going to take that next step. I'm going to ask them out on a date, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of admiration and a lot of appreciation here when this person thinks about you, right? And again, I definitely feel like it's during their hard times. Let's say this person was moving across country or moving across the world even, right? This person is, even when they're stressed, thinking about you and thinking about your smile, thinking about ways that you have blessed them and graced them in your own way. I just find that so beautiful, honestly. Also, with the Justice card, it could be that some of you are Libra. Libras. I just wanted to put that out there. Temperance also talking about Sagittarius. So we could have a Libra Sagittarius kind of couple going on here. Also want to mention Scorpio and Capricorn as well. But going forward onto your next 4 cards, these are your Botticelli Tarot cards, and these are talking about what this person's next move is going to be towards you. So we have the Chariot. Wow, this person is definitely going to be moving fast towards you, fast towards communication, towards balance with you as well. The 9 of Wands, yes, persistence. This person is going to persist. This person is going to, keep, wow, with the Ace of Pentacles, they're going to keep offering you something. I feel like this person is going to make it very obvious that they want to have something with you. Yes, the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, so this person is genuinely considering coming towards you with an offer of love, an offer of stability, an offer of, maybe they're going to say to you, hey, do you want to move in with me? For those of you that are in a relationship, this is that person, and they want to move in with you. They want to have a deeper level of commitment. For others of you that this is just a friend, maybe they want a deeper level of commitment, like a best friend. No, maybe they want to literally be in a relationship with you. They want to take you on a date. They feel very passionately about you. And I feel like whenever they have had their hard times, again, you have always been there for them. And they want to reward you for that. They want to give you the recognition for that. And they're finally coming back. It could even be that this person is traveling to you. Again, maybe this is a long distance relationship, and this person is thinking long and hard about saving up their money in order to literally visit you, in order to just kind of travel to your doorstep and be like, hey, I love you, marry me, right? Hey, look at that. We literally have an angel here on one knee. So maybe for some of you, this person is literally considering proposing to you. Maybe this person is literally considering or thinking about a life together as well. It could be that that's even what they think about when they think of you, is having a beautiful future together. And that's something that maybe they could never say before about anyone else. And how awesome is that? Also with the 9 of Wands, I feel like they want to keep working at this relationship or friendship, whatever this might be. The 9 of Wands is talking about even after all the hardships, even after all the trials and tribulations or worries or anxieties, they're still in this for the long term. They're still in it for the long haul, and they're not going anywhere, right? Also, this could also be talking about someone who has Cancerian energy as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. But this person genuinely and definitely has kind of gotten to this understanding of their feelings, of their emotions, and what it is that they want going forward. And they want you, right? Again, they feel just very passionately about you. They want something stable with you. So going on to your next few cards, these are your Glow Tarot cards, and these are talking about if they could tell you anything, what would it be? So we have the King of Swords, beautiful, followed by the 6 of Pentacles. Yes, they definitely want to give you more of their time. They might have been a little bit stoic in the past. Maybe this person would literally say to you, I'm sorry for not expressing as much. I want to open up more. I want to be more vulnerable. You're literally my happily ever after, and I want to be more honest with you. I want to be more open and forthcoming. Yes, I want to work on this. Look at that. 8 of Pentacles. Also kind of confirming the message with the 9 of Wands that I was picking up on. They want to let this last for the long term. Whoa, the 10 of Cups. Okay, wow. Yes, they definitely want this to last. I feel like this is something that they see long term. This is happily ever after, right? But we do have the 3 of Swords with the Devil card. Okay, so wow. They definitely have felt heartbreak before, and maybe they're saying like, I want to have all this with you, but I also don't want to ruin our friendship. I don't want to make it uncomfortable between us. I don't want to make it kind of icky between us either. Maybe this person wants to keep it lighthearted. They don't want to take the leap of faith, but maybe they're deciding as time goes on that if they don't take the leap of faith, someone else will. So I feel like that's what's propelling them forward, and that's what's making them want to stop dragging their feet as much. I also feel like this person has been working very hard because they want to be able to provide for you a little bit more, and that's something that they would tell you. They would probably say, I've been working really hard so then that way we'd have enough money to afford this beautiful house, to afford to have children in the future, to afford to maybe even get a nice ring to be able to propose to you, right? And this is something that's going on all behind the scenes, but I definitely feel like this is someone who they have their own anxieties and their own worries in regards to this connection and in regards to this relationship. It could even be that for some of you that are literally dating this person already, they've been working a lot harder, they've been making more money, but at the same time, maybe they've been appearing a little bit more distant. And maybe at the same time, you've been getting a little bit worried about it, like, oh, what's been going on with Dan? Why is he acting like this, right? But it's just because they have a lot on their plate, and I feel like they're really trying to provide something really wonderful that's going to be set in stone for the future. So don't worry, you know, I feel like they're a little bit concerned as well that if they open up to you and they tell you that they're going to spoil the surprise. For those of you that aren't dating this person, I feel like this person is planning a wonderful date. You know, I feel like they're planning on taking you out. They're planning on being literally more generous with you. But they want to do it in a way that is still very friendly, that is still very loving, and is still very accepting as well. Again, for some of you, you know, I feel like they're a little bit concerned that maybe you would be a little bit awkward with them kind of making these advances on you, especially if this is a best friend. So I just wanted to put that out there. But going forward onto your last 4 cards, these are your Enchanted Tarot cards, and these are talking about closing messages in regards to the person who is thinking about you. So we have the moon. So there's definitely this layer of self-discovery and understanding. For some of you, this might even be an LGBTQ plus relationship, and they're kind of testing the waters at first, but they have a lot of emotions for you. They really want to go towards you very fast, you know, especially with the rainbow in the background here. It really makes me feel like someone is, you know, really starting to see you as more than just a friend and is really wanting to go that little extra mile with you, right? But again, they don't want to make it a little bit uncomfortable if you don't necessarily feel the same. Going on from the Magician, we also have the Princess of Wands and the 9 of Wands. Beautiful, lots of passion. I love that we have 2 major arcana and then 2 minor arcana, and they are both wands. You know, again, I definitely feel like there's this very vivacious energy between the 2 of you. I feel like both of you would be a very active audience to each other as well. There's also this energy of the 2 of you going through these life changes together very graciously. If you decide to be with this person long term, this could definitely be a future partner for some of you. I also feel like you'll know when this person is coming into your life with all of the butterflies as well. It could be that you're going to start seeing butterflies more, butterfly symbolism. You're going to start seeing butterflies on shirts, on cars, just everywhere, right? But with the moon, I definitely feel like this person, again, has gone through a little bit of self-discovery about what it is that they want, and I feel like they're manifesting you into their life. I feel like they're trying to manifest this relationship as well. They're trying to maybe even kind of build plans in their head, a game plan about how they're going to approach you, how they're going to woo you, and how they're going to sweep you off your feet, right? But again, they want to put 110% into this, and they don't want to back down. They feel very, very invested, and I feel like this is someone who, when their mind is set, there's nothing that will change that, and there's nothing that will make them want to do something different, right? But I really hope that you enjoyed this stack too. Definitely let me know if you know this person, and if you enjoyed this. I love reading you guys' comments. It makes me so excited and so happy every single day to be able to read you guys' beautiful comments you leave. Also, make sure to hit like if you enjoyed this, and also hit subscribe if you have not already. Also, hit that little bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a brand new reading. I also have all of my links in the description box down below. I also changed my new prices on Etsy to $15 for 10 minutes all the way up to 2 hours. So definitely check those out. But I hope that you are doing amazing. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Hello to everyone who chose stack 3. Let's get right into your reading and see who is thinking about you and what are they thinking. So right off the bat, I love that you chose the pink floppy disk. I definitely feel like the person that is thinking about you is someone who is very compassionate, very caring, very motherly as well. Regardless of gender, I feel like this is someone who is definitely in their divine feminine. This is someone who is very loyal to you as well. I keep hearing hopelessly devoted to you, right? So this is someone who wants to love you. They want to care for you. They want to cherish you. But this is someone who is very affectionate. I feel like they're very sensitive, very sentimental at the same time. This is someone who is very deep in their emotions as well. They are not worried about dropping their guard and crying in front of people. This is someone who likes to express themselves. I feel like they also like to express themselves through their clothing as well. I feel like this is someone who maybe dresses very nice. I feel like they always smell very nice as well. They're always very understanding with people too. I feel like they love to walk a mile in another person's shoes. This is someone who will always give you the benefit of the doubt. I feel like they will always be a captive audience for you. This is someone who is always very dependable. You can call them at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So this might be someone that you are already know. Maybe this is your best friend, maybe this is your partner, maybe this is someone that you have a crush on, but I definitely feel like this is someone who's very dependable, someone who's very honest, and very, very sweet at the same time. I also feel like this is someone who is a manifester. I feel like this is someone who might even have Pisces or Cancer somewhere in their chart. They don't have to, but I keep getting this overwhelming, unconditional, loving sort of a vibe, and someone who loves very hard, and someone who goes to the extremes for the people that they care about, right? So going on to your first card, this is your Druid Animal Oracle card, and this is talking about if we could sum up the person that is thinking about you right now, what would they be? So we have Dog. Yes, and it's also the number 3. So again, this is someone who's very peaceful. They have a very harmonious sort of an outlook on life as well. They want everyone to get along. They want everyone to be friends. I feel like they're incredibly loyal as well, which is kind of the vibe that I was picking up on with the pink. I feel like this is someone who, again, is very ride or die. This is someone who will do anything with you. This is someone who you can come to with any problem as well, and I feel like they always offer a really wonderful perspective. This is someone who always strives to find the silver lining in everything, even in the most uncomfortable circumstances or situations. This is someone who is always going to strive to do better or strive to understand why something might have happened and understand how they could have made the situation better on their end as well. And I feel like maybe this is someone who is already in your life, someone that you're already very close to be honest. Although it could be someone that just wants to come into your life and be very loyal to you. Maybe this is someone who maybe you pass every day, like going to the coffee shop, or obviously we're in a pandemic still, so maybe for some of you it's just like mundane things like going to the grocery store and you see this person from time to time. But I definitely feel like this is someone who they have to have this sort of lingering eye contact with you. They love eye contact with you. They might even have very beautiful eyes themselves. This person might also be very humble and very down to earth. I feel like this is someone who dresses very nicely, but they're not going to flex on people. I don't think that this is the kind of person who is going to show off either. I feel like they have a very good head on their shoulders. I feel like they're very much in their equilibrium as well. I feel like this is someone who's very well balanced. I feel like this is someone who's very good with time management and also money management as well. It could be that this is someone who does very good with their finances. Maybe they're paying off a student loan. But this is definitely someone who is very loyal, not only to the people that they love, but also to themselves. I feel like this person has had to learn how to not be so codependent on other people in the past. But it's something that they are emerging from very victoriously. So going forward onto your next 2 cards, these are your Angels and Ancestors cards, and these are talking about more information about the person that is currently thinking about you. So we have Drum, and we also have Animal Guardian. Yes, I love how naturey and earthy this person is. It could be that they have Earth somewhere in their chart as well, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, although they don't have to, but they just have this very earthy vibe to them. I feel like animals really love them. I feel like they really love animals. For some of you, maybe this is a veterinarian, maybe this is a rehabber, maybe this is just someone who has a lot of pets in their house. A lot of fur babies, a lot of scale babies, a lot of just, maybe this person has children as well. But regardless, I definitely feel like this is someone who surrounds themselves with love and surrounds themselves with companionship too. I feel like this is someone who also really respects animals. They see them as their equals. They are not above animals. And I feel like if you know this person, that's something that you really love about them, is the fact that they are so in tune with animals and with other souls and other beings, right? But with Animal Guardian, it says trust your instincts. So I definitely feel like this person is very intuitive. I feel like they're very psychic. They have very, very good intuition. I feel like they have very good street smarts as well as common sense. So this is someone who is just very, very balanced. But again, with the number 3, it's about the mind, the body, and the spirit all coming together beautifully. So then that way this person can make very good decisions. So also, we have Drum, Dream and Journey. So I feel like this is someone who is definitely a dreamer. Remember I was talking about earlier about that Pisces vibe? That is all about this card, right? Because I see Pisces as the dreamers, as people who think outside of the box, people who are constantly thinking to themselves, oh man, wouldn't this be nice? And just kind of imagining themselves in the situation and then actively manifesting it through that. And it's funny because a lot of Pisces in that regard are very adaptable and very good at using the law of attraction and using manifestation because of that aspect, because they're so daydreamy. But the same with Cancer. I also see Cancer in that same regard as well. But with Dream and Journey, I definitely feel like this is someone who has been through their fair share of trials and tribulations. This is someone who maybe grew up not having as much as their peers or the people around them, so they have learned how to make the best out of a bad situation. I feel like maybe this is someone who had to grow up very fast as well, or mature very quickly. But I feel like it also kind of brings back to the idea that they're very responsible now as an adult, that this is someone who is able to take care of themselves and their family and their loved ones and their community. Maybe this is someone who also really loves to volunteer as well at animal sanctuaries. Maybe this is someone who volunteers at maybe even food banks. Maybe this is someone who donates their clothing. Maybe they donate their time. They definitely feel like this is someone who is very active in the lives of others. This is someone who touches a lot of other people's lives as well. And I feel like that's something that you really love about this person if you already know who this is. It could also be for some of you that this person is very musically inclined as well. Maybe they literally play the drums. It could also be that maybe this person is just very, very connected with music as well. They're always expressing themselves. They're always dancing. So maybe that will also kind of help to describe the person that is thinking about you right now. So going forward onto your next three cards, these are your animal messages cards. And these are talking all about what this person loves about you, what they admire about you, and what they think of when they think of you, right? So we have seagull, penguin, and pueo. Everybody say pueo, pueo. I love these cards. I love that we have bird energy all around. Yes, because this is talking about resilience. This is talking about bravery as well. I feel like you have a silent bravery about you, pile 3. I feel like those of you that pick this stack, it's almost like you don't want to put your burdens on the shoulders of other people. You don't want to project your problems onto other people as well. So it's almost as if you always shoulder your own responsibilities and your own worries and your own anxieties by yourself, and you don't express it to other people. And it's almost like you have a lot of people that are surrounding you that are like, hey, I would love if you would come over and just tell me what all is going on in your life and how I can help. And you're just sort of like, I have it under control. Don't worry about it. I'm completely fine. And I feel like everyone can pick up on, yes, you're doing amazing, but also, why can't you open up a little bit more, right? And it's nothing bad, but I feel like there's just this silent bravery about you. I mean, in regards to birds, a lot of the time they will not show that they're sick until they are already very, very sick, or until it's too late, because they don't want to be abandoned by the rest of the flock, right? They don't want to be left behind. They don't want to be seen as weak. So they keep striving forward. They keep persevering. They keep persisting. And I feel like that's very much your energy as well, as even when you are breaking down, or even when you are feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, you keep striving forward, because I feel like you take a look around at all of your friends and family members and you say, I have to encourage them. You know, they're going through a hard time too. I can't put my burden on them as well. I can't put my problems on them when they're already facing so much, right? And it's almost as if you weigh other people's problems as opposed to yours, and you're almost like, well, theirs are a little bit more, so I'm going to draw mine back and I'll just deal with mine by myself. And I feel like that's something that this person thinks about a lot, is the fact that you're very much a silent warrior, right? I feel like that you're someone who is very brave, very courageous as well, but you shoulder a lot. You shoulder a lot of responsibilities, a lot of anxieties, a lot of worries, and you do it beautifully in a way that I really feel like you're able to almost transmutate all of these worries into something tangible and beautiful and beneficial, right? And that's what other people can see, but maybe it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on your end, but for other people, it's almost like seamlessly transitioning into this ultimate goddess or godlike figure who is just sort of like untouchable and beautiful and successful and abundant, but it's like people don't really see the behind the scenes every night, right? When you are having to deal with your own fears and worries, but by yourself, you know, tucked away from other people. And I feel like this person would probably want to say to you, I wish that you could express yourself a little bit more to me. I wish you could open up a little bit more to me as well. I know there's something going on. I know that you're healing, and I want you to open up to me. So going forward, I also feel like with Seagull, I feel like that ties in so beautifully. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. This person sees you as someone who has been through a lot, and you are bettering yourself from it. I feel like you're also someone who is emotionally healing. You're healing yourself from maybe past traumas, maybe even childhood traumas. And I feel like a lot of you with this, you're healing from a really hard time, maybe even just 2020 in general. You're healing from this period, from this year. You're healing from the changes and the trials that we have faced, right? Especially during the pandemic. And they're seeing you as someone who is healing graciously from it and who is adapting very beautifully as well. But we also have Penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Yes! They definitely see you as someone who is overcoming it, though. Someone who is stepping ahead of it, and someone who is really stepping into their power as well. Someone who is very empowered, self-empowerment as well. Maybe some of you are self-employed too, or you're kind of learning how to become self-employed. Maybe some of you are going into rehabbing animals or birds, but there's definitely this energy of maybe refranchising yourself into something more. But going forward, we also have Hueo, a Hawaiian owl. It says your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. So this person really admires the fact that you don't squander any of the signs or the gifts from the universe that they give you, right? And I feel like this person really admires that. I feel like this person really admires your spirituality, and I feel like they see both of you as one and the same. Notice how we have an owl on both of these cards, so I feel like the two of you really mirror each other. I feel like the two of you are very much one and the same, and I feel like that's something that they think about a lot, is how alike the two of you are. How beautiful is that? I feel like you're also someone who's very reflective, and you like to think about things before you jump into action. I feel like you're also very meticulous, and I feel like that's something that they really like about you. I also feel like this person thinks about how sweet you are and how soft you are, what a kind demeanor you have as well. But going forward, going on to your next two cards, these are going to be your Untitled Tarot cards, and these are going to be how this person sees you summed up into two cards. If they could describe you to anyone, what would it be? So we have the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. Beautiful! Okay, so the person that's thinking of you sees you as their best friend, as someone that they could have a great time with, as someone who they want to introduce you to everyone to, someone who they can take to parties, someone who they can take to celebrations as well. I feel like they get a little bit shy around you as well, because we do have the Four of Cups here. It's almost as if the two of you have this dynamite connection, but they're also scared about taking it to the next level. Maybe they're scared that you're going to get bored with them, because the Four of Cups can be representing boredom as well. So it could be that maybe they think that after a while of being together, you're only going to see them as a friend, or you're going to get bored with them, or you're going to toss them aside. And it's not to say that they think that you can just toss anyone aside, but I feel like this person doesn't feel as if they are showy enough for you, or as if they are maybe as pretty as the other options that you have. Like, notice here in this box, it's almost like this cup is tilted a little bit, and these other cups are all like perfectly straight or on point, or very perfectly like kind of shined as well. And I feel like they feel like this cup over here, and maybe they feel like at times you could be looking at all of these other options, and I feel like it isn't so, especially if you're already dating this person, or if you have a crush on this person. But regardless, this person definitely sees you as a good time. They see you as their best friend. They see you as someone that they could tell anything to, but they want you to know that you can come to them for anything as well. And I feel like this person also wants assurance that you're not going anywhere. I feel like this person would probably want to come forward to you if they have not already, and tell you their feelings, tell you that they have a lot of admiration and appreciation for you. But again, I feel like they're a little bit scared that you're going to maybe get bored with them, or maybe you're gonna just kind of be like, yeah, okay, or be a little flippant with them, or just even decide you don't want their cup of love, right? But they do see you as someone who is associated with a lot of happiness and a lot of friendship, a lot of good times, right? I feel like when this person gets nostalgic and when they think about you, they think about all the good times that the two of you have shared. So I definitely feel like this is someone that you already know. I feel like they might even be popping up into your mind right now. But with the Three of Cups, it could even be that you met this through someone, maybe through one of your friends. They introduced you to this person. I just wanted to throw that out there. But going forward onto your next 4 cards, these are your Ethereal Visions Tarot cards, and these are talking about what this person thinks about when they think of you. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Emperor card, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, beautiful. So what does this person think about right off the bat? You know, they think about how defensive they might be with you, the fact that maybe they aren't as open as they should be. I feel like maybe this person wants to be a little bit more serious with you as well. It could be that for a while they decided to walk away, or they've considered kind of walking away in order to become a little bit more mature, in order to kind of get to that next level as well. But I feel like it's something that they're constantly on the fence about, of should they stay or should they go, right? I keep hearing that in my head, should I stay or should I go now? But with the 4 of Cups, you know, there definitely is an offer, but they're really worried that, you know, you could even leave. It's definitely this energy of someone being a little bit scared of approaching you, right? And being a little bit nervous that you're gonna say, nah, I'd rather just be friends, right? And I feel like this person would almost be a little bit offended by it. So going forward, onto your next 4 cards, these are your Ethereal Visions Tarot cards, and these are talking all about what this person thinks of when they think of you. So right off the bat, we have the 7 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Emperor card. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like maybe in the past, if you have known this person for quite a while, I feel like maybe they've been stubborn a little bit in the past, but that's something that they're coming out of. I feel like this person maybe has even been a little bit defensive to you. Maybe they've put on a front that they don't like you like that, or that they don't maybe appreciate you in the way that they do, and I feel like it's something that they very much regret with the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like when this person gets very deep in thought about you, they consider maybe going towards you, maybe visiting you. Maybe this person just wants to visit you every time that they have a thought about you. Maybe it's just this sort of, they have to stop their whole body from moving because it's just so strong, this pull. It's almost like this person feels magnetically connected to you, and the two of you just have to keep coming back together. But with the Emperor, I feel like this person, you know, really wants to level up. They want to mature to be able to be with you. But at the same time, they understand that they have to go off and do something. Maybe this person literally travels for work. It could even be that this person is in the military, the Navy, the Army. But I definitely feel like there's this energy of them going off to accomplish something, to accomplish abundances, to accomplish success as well. But with the Page of Pentacles, you know, I feel like maybe there is a little bit of regret, though, about they have so much that they want to say, but they can't necessarily say it. It's almost like they feel tongue-tied. They feel as if they can't speak. Even with writing it out in text messages or online, maybe in a big email, I feel like they have this energy of it's never enough. You know, words can never describe how they feel about you. So what's the point, you know? And I feel like this person is a little bit scared of if they were to maybe approach you with a solid offer and you said no, what then, right? And I feel like that's something that they're a little bit like concerned about with bringing you a love offer, is maybe making things a little bit uncomfortable. But I definitely feel like there's this regret of, I wish that I could say a little bit more. This person definitely wants stability with you, but I feel like in the past, they haven't been the most mature. Notice how we go from the Page of Pentacles, literally moving into the Emperor. The 6 of Swords is also talking about taking the lessons, leaving behind all the baggage, leaving behind the defensiveness, the stubbornness, you know, maybe even just being too overly headstrong, you know, and constantly butting heads with people, leaving that all behind in the past to step into this more mature energy. And I feel like that's something that's going to be a breath of fresh air. Maybe they know that they have to step into that in order to approach you, and that's what they think about. I think it's more of when they think about you, they immediately think of what they have to do, what they have to accomplish. Maybe they're like, I have to have $5,000 in the bank, and I have to have my own house, and I have to have this, and I have to have that. And they're like, and then I can go pick up Miranda. And I feel like it's something that just immediately one thing leads to another in their thoughts, and then they start feeling overwhelmed, or they start feeling like, wow, is this even possible? So I definitely feel like this is someone who is a little bit of an overthinker that thinks about you as well. But going on to your next 3 cards, these are your Botticelli Tarot cards, and these are talking about this person's next action towards you. So we have the 4 of Wands, yes! Oh my goodness. The Temperance card and the 6 of Swords again. That's really funny that we have 2 6 of Swords. This person wants to travel to you. They want to see you. For some of you, this person could literally be kind of moving away, but that's not the vibe that I get with the 4 of Wands and the Temperance card here, right? This is literally saying, have patience. This person is coming towards you. This person wants a deeper level of commitment. This person wants a hug. I mean, let's be completely honest here. This person, you know, really, really wants a hug. It might even be that the 2 of you had a little bit of a rocky past before. It doesn't even have to be an ex-lover or partner. It could just be an ex-friend. It could even just be that, you know, maybe the person that you're with now, if you're in a relationship, is just saying, I'm regretful for some of the things that I've done or said in the past, and I want to make amends for that. I want to show you that I'm better. I want to show you every day that I'm getting better. But they know that that's going to take a lot of work with the 6 of Swords and the Temperance here. So it's really saying kind of wait for me. You know, wait for my growth as well, because I am going to come back around. I'm coming back for you, but have faith and have patience. Now, also with the 4 of Wands, this is talking about stability. They want to make stability with you. They want to create a home with you as well. Maybe this is someone who is literally going to travel to you to move in together. Maybe they're going to have you travel to them. But it also is saying have patience, because this person is working on their finances. This person is working to be able to provide for you and to be able to have your own little homestead, you know, our own little house together, right? But I definitely feel like there's this energy of be patient. They are going to reach out. They are going to make that move. They just have to get a little bit more confident within themselves. They have to gain a little bit more momentum as well, which is very funny because that's what this clear quartz is all about, is gaining momentum. And it's kind of an amplifier crystal as well. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out tenfold, right? And I feel like that's really how they're utilizing their energy going forward, is they're trying to gain more confidence. They're trying to get this momentum going of I can do this, right? And getting themselves hyped up before the big moment. So have faith. Your angels are bringing you both together, and I feel like your spirit team is working behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure that the 2 of you cross paths again. There we go. These are your Glow Glow Tarot cards, and these are talking all about if this person could tell you anything, what would it be? So starting off, we have the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. Look at that. This person wants to bring you something stable. They want to come in with communication, a new line of communication very fast. They want to travel to you. This is someone who just wants things to be moving very quickly. You know, one thing leading into another. We also have death, you know, maybe death of a bachelor, the death of a bachelor. Oh, letting the water fall. We also have the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Yes, this is so beautiful. Okay, wow. Okay, so this person definitely wants a new beginning with you. They want clarity with you as well. I feel like this person wants to cut away the past with the Death card especially, and the Ace of Swords. It's almost like anything that's happened in the past between the 2 of us, I want to erase it. I want to get rid of it completely, and I want to start over brand new. Look, it's the same exact Knight in the Death card as is the Knight of Pentacles. So it's saying, you have brought me back to life. I feel replenished. I feel rejuvenated. I feel a lot better. Maybe this person just had to eat a Snickers bar. They're not them when they're hungry. But with the Ace of Swords as well, it's like they're coming in with clarity. They're coming in with a love offer. And I feel like it's something that you won't be able to refuse. I also feel like this person is coming in and giving you reassurance. Like, you are the one that I want. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Honey. But we also have the 3 of Pentacles. They want to work with you. They want to cooperate. I feel like this is someone who is also willing to, kind of mend to the things that you want. I feel like this is someone who's very open now. They're very malleable. You know, they want to cooperate. I feel like this is someone who wants to have that reciprocity with you, that sort of reciprocal relationship. They want 50-50, right? And I feel like that's something that's very beautiful. But with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, this person is kind of getting tired of holding themselves back. And I feel like if they could tell you anything, they're saying, nothing's holding me back now. I'm going towards you. I want to have more conversations with you as well. I love how deep our communication is. I love how deep our conversations get. And I no longer want to hold myself back. I no longer want to just just immerse myself in my career or turn myself into a hermit. You know, especially with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's almost like I'm coming out. This person is coming out of their reclusive state. This person is coming towards you nonetheless too, which is really wonderful, especially with Death and the Knight of Pentacles. This person is starting over brand new, and they know that you're the person that they want. They know that you're the person that they want this clarity with, they want this understanding with, and they want to talk to you. So going on to your last few cards, these are your Enchanted Tarot cards, and these are talking about closing messages about the person that is thinking about you currently. So we have the Hermit card. Yes, I was literally just talking about this, how this person kind of turns themselves into a little bit of a recluse, how they like to go off on their own, incredibly independent, but look at you there, divine couple. Yes, we have the Emperor and the Empress card. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. So I definitely feel like those of you that picked this stack 3, there is a divine partnership here, and this person, no matter how hard they try, they just can't shake you, right? And I feel like no matter how much time goes by, you will always be this person's baby, you'll always be this person's muse, you'll always be that shining light in this person's life as well, because they recognize the soul bond, they recognize the soul connection, and it could even be that they're coming back to put a ring on it, right? But we have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Hearts as well. They want to end this cycle of confusion, you know, of things not necessarily being clear. They want to end the cycle of maybe even pain or hardship or hurt and replace it with one of fulfillment, of happiness, of happily ever after with the Nine of Hearts. So, you know, it's definitely talking about until this person is ready to come back into your life and make that move, you know, keep focusing on yourself, keep kind of living in your own power, and this person is going to come forward. I feel like they're also making themselves a little bit more desirable for you. It could be that they're working out a little bit more. It could be that they are maybe making a little bit more money as well. Maybe they're working odds and ends as well, just to be able to maybe get you a nice present over the holidays. But I definitely feel like this person has been thinking about you a lot and thinking about your divine connection, thinking about what they could have done better to make this a better connection as well, and how they can improve it in the future going forward. So I hope that you enjoyed this stack 3. Definitely let me know in the comments down below how it resonated and if it resonated with you. Also, if you know this person, definitely let me know down below. I hope that you are doing amazing though. Oh my goodness, this was such a beautiful reading. Wow, I love it. But definitely let me know in the comments down below. Also leave a like if you enjoyed this, and also make sure to hit subscribe if you have not already, and also hit that little bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a brand new reading. But I'm so excited to read you guys' comments. It always makes my day so much better, and I always get so happy and excited to hear from you guys. But yeah, I will leave all of my links in the description box down below too. For my Etsy, I just have new and improved Etsy prices. So they go from $15 for 10 minutes all the way up to 2 to 3 hours. So it is completely up to you how long you want to hear me ramble. But I hope that you are doing amazing. Definitely check those out. I will also be leaving all the links down below to places that you can donate to as well that I'm very passionate about. But I hope that you're doing amazing and you're having a beautiful day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye, stack 3. Hello to everyone who picked stack 4. Let's get right into your reading and see who is thinking about you and what are they thinking. So right off the bat, I love that you chose the purple floppy disk. I definitely feel like those of you that chose this stack, the person that's thinking of you is very intuitive. They're very psychically inclined as well. I feel like this is someone who might be into synchronicities. This is someone who receives a lot of signs and messages from the universe as well. I feel like this is someone who might even watch a lot of tarot card videos or pick a cards as well, and I feel like maybe this is something that the two of you could even bond over. Maybe you already know who this person is, but I definitely feel like this is someone who is connected with nature. They're connected with animals as well. I feel like this is someone who likes to stick up for those that have lost their voice or have no ability to be able to stick up for themselves. For others, I feel like this is a natural born healer. Maybe this is someone who practices Reiki. Maybe this is someone who also is working in the medical field as well. Maybe this is a CNA, a nurse, a doctor. doctor, but I definitely feel like this is someone who wants to teach people how to love, teach people how to care for one another, and wants to take care of other people. This is someone who wants to make sure that everyone is taken care of, everyone is loved, and everyone is appreciated. And I feel like that's something that you might really appreciate about this person. But the person that's thinking about you, I feel like they're also very loving. I feel like they're also very caring and understanding, and that's something that makes them very sweet. They're also very authentic, very one of a kind, and very genuine. I feel like this is someone who is a little bit low-key, a little bit quiet as well, a little bit reserved. I feel like they love books. I feel like this is a bookworm. Maybe this is someone who is a little bit nerdy as well. They might really like video games. I feel like this is someone who is a very good cook. They might even be able to make their own homemade pasta, but they definitely love to learn new recipes. This is someone who just loves to learn in general. So no matter what age they are, I feel like this is someone who is always still learning. This is someone who always strives to maybe even accomplish a new college course too. Like maybe once they accomplish a certain doctorate degree or something, they decide, oh, well, I'm going to go on to this subject now, or I'm going to go on to this line of study. It's almost as if this person just wants to know everything that's going on in the world. Kind of reminds me of Odin vibes. Maybe this is someone who also follows kind of Asatru sort of followings as well. But regardless, I definitely feel like this is someone who is very spiritually inclined, and maybe that's even why this person is in your life. Maybe spirit brought the two of you together, and that's why they can't get you out of their mind. So let's get on to your first card. This is your Druid Animal Oracle card, and this is talking all about who this person is, if we could sum them up into one card. And look at that, we have Raven, and it has the purple border as well. How perfect is that? So this person is definitely very spiritually aware, very psychically inclined as well. I definitely feel like they're clairaudient, maybe even clairvoyant at the same time. I feel like the two of you can maybe even communicate to each other through dreams. There's definitely this energy of the two of you not even needing to speak to one another and just having this understanding and this inner knowingness of how the other person feels. I feel like no matter how long of time passes, the two of you can just kind of rekindle what was going on, like nothing happened. This could also just be a long lost friend that every now and again just pops in and sees how you're doing, and then just kind of goes off and keeps doing their own thing. But with Raven, this is a really awesome animal, because it's talking about someone who receives a lot of messages from spirit. And I feel like they're really close with their ancestors too. Maybe this is someone who has a shrine to their ancestors, or an altar to their ancestors. I definitely feel like this is someone, though, who works very closely with animal magic too, and animal medicine. And I feel like that's something that you probably really appreciate about this person. Maybe you can already kind of pinpoint who this person is. But regardless, they've been thinking about you a lot lately. I feel like this is someone also who doesn't necessarily wear their heart on their sleeves. I feel like this is someone who is a little bit reserved, a little bit stoic. Ravens take a while to be able to trust people, and I feel like that's their energy as well, is that this is someone who doesn't just trust immediately. This is someone who maybe you had to know for quite a while before they could let you in, and maybe you're still in the stages of getting to know this person. Maybe this is just an online friend that you've just recently met. Maybe this is someone that you've just met on Facebook or a forum online or an online game. But there's definitely this energy of this person being new to your life, and you just kind of gaining their trust, and, maybe just getting on their social media as well. Maybe you're watching them just as much as they're watching you, to be completely honest here, which is pretty funny. But I feel like both of you are very excited about this connection, whatever this might be. So going forward onto your next two cards, these are your Angels and Ancestors cards, and these are talking about more qualities, characteristics, and traits of the person that is thinking about you. So we have Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge, and we also have Snake, Shed Old Skin. So right off the bat, when we think of the Hermit, we think of Virgo energy. So it could be that this person has Virgo somewhere in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, although it could also be somewhere else. It doesn't just have to be strictly these signs. It could also be that this person is very down to earth. They're very humble as well. Maybe this is someone who is a little bit shy too, even though it comes off that they are very kind of tough and maybe even a little bit rough around the edges. I feel like this is someone who has a heart of gold and someone who is very mushy on the inside. It's almost like a lava cake, right? And you have the tough exterior on the outside, and then you break it open and it's just like lava and creamy goodness and happiness and sweetness and just yum, right? I feel like that's the same energy of this person. But with Hermit, it says retreat and recharge. I feel like this person loves to have their solitude time, which again with Raven, you know, it's definitely in that vibe of liking time for themselves, being independent, making their own mind up as well, needing time to reflect, needing time to meditate. I love that we have such spiritual cards as well, because even Snake is a very, very spiritual animal. When we think about Snake, we think about knowledge. We also think about deep metaphysical knowledge being gained over a lifetime as well. And I feel like that's what this person was brought back to Earth to do, is to gain more knowledge for themselves, also to pay back any karmic debts that they might have. I feel like maybe in this lifetime, that's why they came into your life. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Karma can be very good too. But I definitely feel like there's a reason why the two of you are being connected and why the two of you are coming together. Now with Snake, shed old skin, I definitely feel like this is someone who has been through a lot of transformations, someone who has kind of revitalized themselves and has remade what it means to be them many different times. And I feel like that's something you might really appreciate about this person. I feel like this is someone who changes up their style a lot, and maybe that's something that's reflected on their social media too. Maybe when this person likes something new, they go all in, and maybe that's something that you really like, is that they're incredibly passionate. But I also feel like this person doesn't like to stay stagnant or stuck, which is very funny because I feel like this person does like to retreat, but they also, you know, they might also be a really big homebody. Maybe this person doesn't go out a lot. Maybe this person likes to just be inside and be in comfort. Maybe the pandemic wasn't even necessarily like a terrible thing for this person, because maybe they're like, oh darn, I have to stay in all the time and not be talking to people, right? Because I feel like maybe this person even struggles a little bit with social anxiety. And maybe that's something that they've had to learn how to overcome throughout their lifetime and throughout their young adult years as well. I feel like that was a really hard time for them. So from time to time, I feel like they really would prefer to be by themselves. So when they find someone that they can really vibe with, that they can really understand and care for, it's that much more special, because I feel like this person doesn't open up to anyone, right? I feel like this is someone who is very quiet about how they feel. They're quiet about their emotions. They're very resilient though. I feel like this is someone who can evolve into any sort of situation. This is someone who can adapt. This is someone who can improvise. Very resourceful as well. But regardless, this is definitely someone who likes to just retreat and listen to music and recharge themselves. Very, very independent though. And maybe that's something you really appreciate about this person. Maybe this is someone who posts a lot of like travel photos. Maybe even before the pandemic, they love to go traveling. Maybe for some of them, they are urban explorers. You know, maybe this is someone who also just loves to go out into the wilderness, maybe go on long hikes. I definitely feel like this person is very connected to nature though. Maybe for others, maybe they like going in like cave systems as well. But going forward onto your next three cards, these are your animal messages cards, and these are talking about what this person finds very beautiful about you when they think about you. So we have kiwi, platypus, and ladybug. Woohoo! So right off the bat with kiwi, it says do a walking meditation each day for the next week. This person loves that you meditate too. They love how reflective you are. They love the fact that you are always having these mindful moments as well, whether that's to stop and smell the roses, or to just admire how beautiful the day is, to maybe even comment on social media or online, or to your friends and family members all the beautiful things in life, like saying, wow, I'm so thankful to have another day where I'm on the earth, or I'm so thankful for another day that I get to see the bees buzzing by, or I'm so thankful that people don't have to be in iron lungs anymore, right? It's the little things. And with kiwi though, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. You know, this is very much talking about how you also take things one step at a time. I feel like you pace yourself, and that's something that this person finds very amazing about about you because I feel like it's really hard for themselves to pace themselves. I feel like they put so much expectations on themselves, and when they think of you, they see you as someone who is very carefree, someone who goes with the flow, someone who doesn't worry about the little things, or someone who doesn't stress, right? And that actually brings us to platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Yes, this is just what I was talking about. They see you as someone who doesn't complain, someone who doesn't squander the little gifts or the little blessings in life. And how beautiful is that? How cute. They also see you as someone who is very emotionally mature as well, with all of the blue going on here. Also with the green, again, they see you as someone who's very stable, someone who's very good with money, very good with time management as well. They see you as someone who's very studious, someone who's incredibly intelligent as well with the blue. I also see with the kind of darker blue as well, they see you as someone who is emotionally mature in regards to relationships. You know what it is that you want and you're not going to settle for less. And also we have a little bit of yellow and orange here, so they see you as someone who is also very vivacious, someone who is very giddy, very excitable, and very intelligent too, right? Now also with Ladybug, it says, this is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. They see you as someone who is very, very fortunate, someone who is very mysterious and also full of good luck and good fortune, right? Maybe they see you as a good luck charm. Maybe they would even say that to you as like, wow, you're my good luck charm. But I definitely see them thinking of you as someone who is incredibly successful and someone who has already achieved a lot in their lifetime. Now also, with Ladybug, it's definitely talking about how maybe this person sees you as a gift from their deceased grandparents, because when I see Ladybug, I immediately associate them with grandparents, maybe even just deceased ancestors in general, and usually they bring blessings into your life when I see Ladybugs. I also see them as bringing in messages, so it could even be that this person was receiving a lot of messages that you were going to come into their life, or that a change was coming into their life, and then when this person met you online, or when the two of you started talking, it was just sort of like, wow, this was the sign, this was the message from my ancestors, this was the message from my spirit guide and my spirit animals as well. But going forward with Ladybug too, they definitely see you as someone who, because you focus on the bright side, because you focus on the optimistic side and the silver lining, that's when the universe brings you all of these blessings and abundances, and that's how they see you being so successful as well. I feel like this person very much recognizes the fact that you utilize the law of attraction too, and I feel like they really admire that. So going on to your next few cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about if the person that is thinking about you could sum you up into two cards, what would they be? So we have the Star card followed by Knight of Swords energy. Woohoo! So right off the bat, it's interesting that both of you are kind of vibing on that Raven energy, right? I feel like this person would say that you are just like them. Maybe they're even impressed by that. Maybe they feel like the two of you have a lot of similarities, and maybe that's why they feel like the two of you are kind of kindred spirits at the same time. But going forward, they see you as someone who is just as spiritual too. They see you as someone who is just as clairaudient, as clairvoyant, as someone who receives as many messages from the universe. They might also see you as someone who has a large social media presence as well. I just want to throw that out there. But also, they see you as someone who is incredibly resourceful. You know how to make the best out of a bad situation. You know how to maybe even stretch supplies. I feel like if you were only given a few ingredients, you know how to make a really nice big meal with it. But you're always someone who finds the silver lining, and that goes right into the Star card. Now, when we see it, we have the oyster slash clam here, and we have the beautiful pearl, but the pearl hasn't always been beautiful, especially in the eyes of the oyster, right? Because this is coming from maybe some sand or some salt getting trapped in there, and the oyster pushing it around and pushing it around, and it forming into this ball of infection, right? And the oyster is so uncomfortable by it and just keeps pushing it around like, I don't want it in here with me, until one day someone comes over and opens up the oyster. And they go, oh wow, what's this beautiful thing, right? So for something else like the oyster, it was seen as an inconvenience. It was seen as uncomfortable. It was a literal infection. But to us, we see it as something beautiful, as something that took time to make, as something that is kind of rare as well. And I feel like that's your energy, is making the best out of any situation, finding the silver lining, finding the hope as well. You're definitely someone who is a beacon of hope to others, especially your friends and family members. I feel like you might even kind of relay a lot of messages from spirit to your friends and family members as well. And you might even do it without even realizing it. For some of you, you might also just be in the metaphysical field. Maybe you literally work in the metaphysical field. Maybe you are a fellow tarot YouTuber. Yes. Maybe you're someone who is into Reiki as well. Maybe you really love yoga. But I definitely feel like this person loves the fact that you have surrounded yourself in spirituality and surrounded yourself in positivity as well. I feel like that's very encouraging for them. And it's very inspiring to them at the same time. I feel like it really puts things into perspective for them and makes them excited for every new day as well. So going on to your next few cards, these are your Ethereal Visions Tarot cards, and these are talking about when this person thinks about you, what do they think? So right off the bat, we have the Well card. Yes, they definitely think about your spiritual pursuits. They might think about you saging yourself. They might even think about you drawing tarot cards as well. I feel like they have a lot they want to say to you, because I keep feeling like my throat is closing up, as you guys can hear, as I'm like clearing my throat very aggressively. And I feel like this person wants to talk to you more, but I feel like they're a little bit nervous. We also have the King of Wands, followed by the Four of Pentacles. They're definitely holding back because they see that you're in your power. It's almost as if you intimidate them a little bit, pile 4, not gonna lie. The Two of Swords, yes, they're holding themselves back a little bit. Oh, but they know that you're the one that they want. Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the deal. When this person thinks about you, there's a few different scenarios. One, I think that this person's a dreamer, and I think that they like to daydream different scenarios, like where they're a knight in shining armor. They just want to be your hero, right? So it might be that they have this sort of fantasy or sci-fi sort of dream going on here, or where they daydream about it. I just feel like they want to sweep you off their feet. I keep hearing, I can be your hero, baby. But this person literally just wants to sweep you off your feet. They want to impress you as well. It could even be that this person literally daydreams about impressing you, about taking you down the aisle, about having a deeper level of commitment as well. But going forward, I definitely feel like they get a little bit tongue-tied. Notice with the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, these are not conversation cards. These are not communication cards. These are cards of people feeling a little bit shut out, or feeling a little bit like they have to seclude themselves. This is also someone who might suffer from self-sabotaging tendencies. So maybe they have this idea of, how could this person want to talk to me when they are so cool? You know, I keep hearing, she's so high above me, she's so lovely, and I feel like that's how they feel about you. But I feel like they're definitely bettering themselves. But going forward, what do they think about? They think about how passionate you are. They think about how successful you are as well, how abundant, how empowered, you know, and I feel like they constantly think to themselves different ways to woo you, but they're also a little bit on the table here. Notice how we have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. They're a little bit on the fence about making the effort with you, right? And it's not a bad thing. It's just that they're a little bit worried. In regards to a friendship, it could also be that this person is working with esoterics in order to be able to manifest you back into their life. It could also be that they really admire you from afar, but they're very much holding themselves back for whatever reason. It could even be that the two of you had a little bit of a falling out in the past. I don't think it was anything bad, like you just stopped talking. And I feel like this person doesn't know how to come back in without it feeling like there was a little bit of time in between that you stopped talking, right? Maybe this person feels a little bit guilty about that. Nothing big. Again, I feel like maybe the two of you just stopped talking. You naturally fell out. But going forward, I definitely feel like this person wants stability with you. When they think about you, they think about wedding bells. They think about being able to spend quite a while with you. They think about maybe even moving in together with you, right? Because they are very, very inspired by you. But at the same time, I think that they also think about how you might be someone who wants your independence, right? They might be thinking about how, you are in a position of authority and you could potentially say no to them. But going forward onto your next few cards, these are going to be your Botticelli Tarot cards, and these are talking about what this person's next move is going to be towards you. So we have the Nine of Chalices, okay, followed by the Queen of Chalices, the Four of Swords, okay, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Yes, I love that we have two Knight of Swords here. So right off the bat, I definitely feel like this person is going to reach out to you. There is going to be communication here, but it's going to be after a period of reflection, after a period of meditation, and after a period of being kind of quiet. Now, I do want to go back to the original energy of this person maybe being brand new as well. So for some of you, it's either going to be like a childhood friend that you stopped talking to, or this is going to be someone completely brand new, right? And I feel like this person is kind of feeling you out. I feel like this person can kind of come and go, especially with the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like this person can leave you on red for quite a while, and you're like, what the heck? Does this person like me? Is this person thinking about me? But they are, you know, but I think that they just needed time to be able to plan their strategy, to have a game plan, especially with the Queen of Chalices and the Nine of Chalices. This person values being single. This person values their own time, and they value your time as well. They don't want to waste your time. And notice how we have all of these people over here. It's almost like this person thinks that you have all of these suitors lined up. Yeah, look at that. They're all lined up at the Queen of Chalices, but little do you know, or little do they know even, that they're sitting right next to you. So if this is someone brand new, I definitely feel like you both have your eyes on each other, but I feel like there's a bunch of suitors in the background, not even just for you, but also for this person. But I think that you both kind of prefer each other, even if it is a brand new friendship or a brand new relationship. But going forward with the Two of Wands, this is definitely someone who is finding balance going forward, though. This is someone who is planning for the future. They're planning a date with you. They're planning to be able to take you out. They want to call you theirs. I feel like they want to make it official. Facebook official. But I definitely feel like this person really enjoys the fact that you are so tender, you're so nurturing, you're so kind as well. And they really appreciate that. They really respect that as well. I feel like you make them feel so handsome / beautiful, and no one has ever made them feel that way before. You know, and I definitely feel like they have a lot of unconditional love for you, and they really do want to take care of you. They want to talk to you, though, and I feel like they're a little bit scared. I feel like they've been planning what they're going to say. Maybe this person is also going to only approach you when they have a gift, so it could be that they're going to approach you around the holiday season. It could also be that they're going to approach you around your birthday as well, but there is an approach being planned here. It could also be that maybe you're going to know this person, if you just met this person, for about 4 months, maybe even 5 months, and that's when this person is going to finally make their move, right? But going on to your next few cards, these are your Glow Glow Tarot cards, and these are talking all about if this person could tell you anything, what would they say? So we have the Knight of Chalices. Again, you are literally this person's wish fulfillment, and it's funny because this person has everything. They have it all. They have everything that they need. I feel like this person has created their own successes, their own abundance, their own happiness, but it's like they're still missing one thing. One thing is missing to make this the Ten of Chalices, and it's a beautiful, loving partnership, and that's where you come in, right? But I feel like they're saying like, hey, I watch you on social media. But with the Page of Cups, it's talking about, I'm not able to make a grand gesture right now, but I am able to express my love in whatever capacity that might be, whether that just be liking your photos or writing to you nice compliments from time to time. I feel like this person is taking it slow, especially with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. I feel like this person might feel a little bit immature in regards to love. This person might not have had the best relationships in the past, and even then, they might not have had many relationships. So you're really going to have to take your time with this person. Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands, but they're willing to make the effort. They're willing to put in the effort, the time, the hard work as well in order to make this work. We also have the Seven of Swords here. I feel like they're also willing to risk being hurt, you know, and I feel like maybe you're going to think something's a little off when this person comes forward and tries to ask you out on a date, or tries to, you know, give you an offer of some sort. Because it's almost like, well, we've been friends, we're just newly friends, or ooh, gee, maybe they like me? Or, you know, there's just so many questions that kind of bubble up to the surface when this person comes forward with this offer. And I think that you're really going to be wondering if this person is genuine, if this person really means it, and if this person actually does want to go out with you, or if they're just kind of leading you on and kind of creating more work for you, right? And I feel like that's something that you really should be upfront with this person about. I feel like they really appreciate your honesty. So really, you know, if you have any reservations about this person, I feel like this person would be very, very forthcoming if you just went up to them and say, hey, you know, I would really love if you just told me how you feel about me. You know, it's kind of embarrassing, but we're both adults and we can handle this, right? So going on to your last few cards, these are your Enchanted Tarot cards, and these are talking all about closing messages in regards to the person that is thinking about you. And the funny thing is I almost said in regards to this relationship, so it could be that you're either dating them or you're going to be dating them very, very soon. So we have the King of Swords, the Death card, the Two of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Beautiful. Again, this could also be Libra, this could be Gemini, this could be Aquarius as well, maybe even Capricorn, Scorpio, or Aries. But with the Death card, I definitely feel like both of you are going through a transformation. Both of you are emerging better. Both of you are going through a transformation right now to find balance. But also with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like when this person comes around, when they finally kind of warm up to the idea of extending the olive branch and maybe saying, hey, would you want to go out to dinner with me, or would you want to do this with me, or would you want to do that? You know, obviously it's a pandemic right now, so maybe they'll even be like, hey, do you want me to bring over groceries and cook at your house for you? But I definitely feel like around that time there's going to be quite a few people coming towards you, quite a few suitors, and a few offers, so make sure to weed them out, because some people really will just be doing this just because they're bored. Now this person I feel like is very genuine, right? But that's why I feel like maybe you'll have a lot on your plate and you won't necessarily know who to trust or who to choose. But be very fair with this person, right? I feel like the universe has brought the two of you together for a reason, and I feel like both of you are going to help one another uplift the other, right? I feel like you very much inspired this person to want to open up a lot more as well, which is very nice because they're very much this King of Swords. I feel like this person is very stoic, they're very reserved, they're very analytical and logical, but at the same time I feel like if you can really crack them open, if you can take your time with them, if you can be patient with them, you'll find that they're incredibly spiritual, that they're very soft, and they're very, very tender as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this Stack 4. So thank you so much, Stack 4, for watching this video. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if this resonated or if you know who this person is. Also make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this, and also hit subscribe if you have not already. Also make sure to hit the little bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a brand new reading. I also will have all of my links in the description box down below for my Etsy. I have brand new pricing on my Etsy and on my website. It is going to be $15 for 10 minutes, but I am so excited. It goes all the way up to 3 hours that you can reserve my time for. It just kind of depends on how long you want to hear me babble about you, but I hope that you're doing amazing, and definitely leave me some comments. I love when you guys write. It makes my day so much better. It makes me smile so much. But yeah, I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! So last but certainly not least, hello to everyone who chose Stack 5. Let's get right into your reading and see who is thinking about you and what are they thinking. So right off the bat, I love that you chose the lime green floppy disk. I definitely feel like the person that is thinking about you is very creative. I feel like they're very artistic. I feel like this is someone who is very expressive at the same time. Maybe they're a painter, maybe they love to draw, maybe they love to use charcoals or watercolors or colored pencils, but regardless, I just just feel like this is someone who is incredibly creative, and also very resourceful in regards to their art. I feel like they use everything that is around them. It could also be that this person is into pottery, woodworking, maybe cement masonry, but there's definitely this energy of not minding to get dirty, and just getting right into their work and feeling very excited to be working as well. I feel like this person expresses themselves through their music, through their fashion, and also just kind of through the art that they have all around their room as well. I feel like this is someone who loves to put up posters. This is someone who might even love to wear like graphic design t-shirts, not gonna lie. But I definitely feel like this is someone who is up to date on all of the latest song trends, on all of the music, maybe even just regular trends as well. But I feel like this is someone who is a trendsetter. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who is an indigo child as well, meaning they are a natural born leader, someone who has always done things a little bit against the grain in a way that makes sense to them. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone else, but as long as it does for them, that's all that matters. For some of you that chose this pile, I feel like this is a brand new person that's entering your life that has been thinking about you a lot. Maybe someone that has just kind of seen you passing by on the streets, or maybe you go to the floral shop every Wednesday and they're there. Or it could just be that maybe this is like a Facebook friend that you've never met, or an online friend that you've never met, but you talk to them all the time, right? But going forward, I definitely feel like this is someone who is very unique, they're very authentic, and they do things their own way, and I just feel like that is so beautiful. So getting right into your cards, let's start off with your first one, which is your Animal Druid Oracle card, and this is talking about if we could describe the person that is thinking about you in one card, who would they be? So we have Firebird, woohoo! So this is definitely someone who marches to the beat of their own drum. This is definitely someone who is very fiery, very vivacious, someone who is very excitable as well. This is someone who is very fun-loving. I feel like this is someone who also wants to sweep you off your feet. They want to show you a good time. They want to maybe even make you laugh as well. I feel like this is someone who maybe wants to be an aspiring comedian. Maybe this is someone who wants to have a social media presence as well. Maybe they already have one. Maybe they are growing one as well. Maybe for some of them, they are kind of very popular on TikTok. But going forward, with Firebird, I definitely feel like this person is incredibly creative, and everything that they do turns to gold. It's almost like they have the Midas touch, right? And I feel like it is really helpful and beneficial in regards to their career. I feel like this is someone who is an entrepreneur. I feel like they are self-employed. I feel like this is someone who has never really struggled with making money either. I feel like they're a very hard worker. They're very dedicated and determined, very passionate, and everything that they do, they give 110% to. And I feel like that's something that you might really appreciate about this person, especially if they are one of your closer friends. I feel like this is someone who would do anything for you. Ain't no mountain high enough is kind of how they feel. I feel like this person would literally try to move mountains for the people that they care about. But at the same time with Firebird, I feel like this person is also very independent. I feel like they lived for themselves, and maybe in the past they've had friends or had people or acquaintances call them selfish, and I feel like that couldn't be any further from the truth. I feel like the person that is thinking about you is incredibly thoughtful and very genuine, very generous, but at the same time, they've had to learn how to say no. They've had to learn how to stand up for themselves and for their own boundaries, right? Because this is someone who is very vibrant. I feel like they're an empath, and I feel like they have attracted a lot of energy vampires in the past, maybe even narcissists in the past. So there's always been an unhealthy dynamic. So now they're only allowing themselves to be open with the right people, or be like trustworthy with the right people. You know what I mean? Like trust them. But going forward, I definitely feel like they have very open body language as well. I feel like this person gives amazing hugs, might even really like wearing hats as well. But I definitely feel like maybe for some of you, this person longboards or maybe surfs, but they're very active. But going forward onto your next two cards, these are your Angels and Ancestors cards, and these are talking about more characteristics, qualities, and traits on the person that is thinking about you right now. So we have Direction Guardian and a High Priest. Yes! So with High Priest, it says intend and create. So again, going back into that energy of someone who is very fertile in regards to creations, in regards to ideas as well, and opportunities. This is someone who births new ideas into being every single day. I feel like this is someone who is very creative. Maybe they literally work with clay, but with High Priest as well, I feel like they're very much in their divine masculine energy. This is someone who is very headstrong, very protective, very pedal to the metal type energy as well. This is someone who really enjoys their freedom, but at the same time, I feel like there is an underlying hopeless romantic sort of a vibe to this person. I feel like they really love fixing things though. For some of you, this might even be a car mechanic, not gonna lie, or someone who is studying maybe even to be an engineer or maybe work with airplanes. But regardless, there's definitely this can-do spirit of someone who can fix just about anything, someone who can learn about just about anything as well. This is someone who's very logical, very book smart as well. But at the same time, I feel like this is someone who's incredibly funny. I feel like this is someone who maybe really loves memes. This is someone who really loves cracking jokes. And I feel like you're really going to appreciate that. But also with Direction Guardian, choose your own path. This is someone who has had a lot of uprooting throughout their life. I feel like they've had a lot of ups and downs. So they really do appreciate the times when they are experiencing a lot of good fortune and a lot of good luck and a lot of happiness. But at the same time, I feel like this is someone who, again, steps into that sort of analytical energy of making sure that they're making the right path, because maybe this is someone who has in the past just haphazardly jumped into a new opportunity or jumped into a different option, and then they've kind of regretted that they haven't just sat and thought about it. So now they're a little bit more meticulous, they're a little bit more kind of reflective as well, even though they still kind of want to jump right into it. I love that we have so many winged creatures here as well. It kind of makes me think that this person wants to spread their wings and fly off. Maybe this person loves to travel. Maybe this person just loves to explore new areas. I feel like they're very connected with their hometown as well. There's something about maybe them getting in their car and just driving for hours around the city. Maybe even taking you for little car rides around the city and you guys getting milkshakes or something. But I just wanted to throw that out there because that was like a really strong vibe. But going forward with the wings too, I feel like they want to protect everyone. They want to take everyone under their wing. This is someone who might even want to be a teacher, again, kind of in a position of authority. But regardless, they're definitely someone who has a very good head on their shoulders and someone who is an incredibly amazing decision maker. And also someone who's just very, very creative. I can't stress that enough. I know I keep saying it, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they have like an Instagram just dedicated to their art or just dedicated to their craft, right? So going forward onto your next three cards, these are your animal messages cards, and these are talking about the person that is thinking about you. What do they admire about you? So we have chameleon, we have tortoise, and we have octopus. Beautiful. So right off the bat with octopus, it says practice shapeshifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms, and that very much makes me think of Direction Guardian, where it's almost like a shapeshifter as well. I feel like that's your energy too, and I feel like the two of you feel very connected in that sense. Maybe the two of you are going to strike up conversations over your fashion sense or over the fact that it's so much fun to rechange up your styles as well, to kind of rejuvenate yourself and to redesign your wardrobe. But also with octopus, it's very much this intelligent energy. I feel like the two of you are going to have very intelligent conversations. They really love the fact that you have deep conversations. You're not just having these surface level talks of how's the weather, how's your mother, it's really deep. It's almost like, what's the meaning of life for you? What are 5 goals that you want to achieve before you pass on from this lifetime? Like, you're really reflective, and I feel like they really like that. I feel like people never challenged them in that aspect before either. I feel like in a way, even though they are very spiritual, I feel like they haven't actually opened themselves up fully to it until they met you. And then they met you and they're like, wow, this is pretty neat. I'm going to look into it a little bit more, right? But I feel like you really opened that door for them. But going forward with tortoise, it says you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. So there's definitely this energy of you putting your energy into everyone and everything. It's almost like this person sees that you are overworked and maybe even underpaid for some of you. But there's definitely this energy of having so many irons in the fire, having your hand in every pie, and then looking around and feeling exhausted because everyone is relying on you. I feel like maybe you kind of take on a little bit too much, or maybe you bite bite off more than you can chew from time to time. And I feel like it's in order to make other people happy or make other people feel appreciated or cared for, or to help other people. I feel like you like to take on responsibilities of other people to make them feel a little less stressed or burdened. And I feel like that's really wonderful, but at the same time, you're running yourself ragged, right? And I feel like that's something that this person thinks about. I feel like this person also thinks about taking care of you. I feel like they think about nurturing you, regardless of if this is a friend or someone who thinks of you romantically. I feel like they just want to provide for you. I feel like they want to help you. This might even be a coworker that's just sort of like, I really, really want to help you, like a new coworker. But regardless, notice how we have so much green going on here as well. I feel like you're very balanced, and I feel like you bring a lot of balance into this person's life as well. But going forward with Chameleon, or maybe you just inspire them to get a little bit more balance too. Maybe for some of you, you really love to journal, and that really inspired this person to maybe pick up journaling as well. But with Chameleon, it says stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So, I definitely feel like you're someone who goes with the flow. You're not going to get up in everyone's business and try to manipulate the situation to how you want it or to a desired outcome that will be best for you. You just kind of go with the flow, you're just sort of like, whatever, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And I love that we have two animals here that are directly talking about shape-shifting. We have octopus and chameleon, and both of them can change their skin colors. So I definitely feel like there's this vibe of you being able to maybe be a little bit of a wallflower and kind of go into the background and kind of blend in with everyone, maybe blend in with the crowd as well, because you're very reflective. I feel like you like to gain information, you like to gain knowledge, you like to sit and listen as opposed to talk. And I feel like that's the beautiful quality of these shapeshifters, is that as they change their skin tone, maybe to be a blue or a green or a purple, to better blend in with their surroundings, they can then observe very freely around them, right? And I feel like that's something that's also beautiful about your energy, is that you don't have to be very loud, you don't have to be in everyone's faces. I feel like you just have this very strong, very beautiful, very quiet aura about you that's also very compassionate and very warm and welcoming. And I feel like that's something that this person loves. You don't have a very strong presence, that's like domineering, but it's something that people notice right away. It's almost like they have to turn and look at you, Stack 5, because they've never felt such a warm energy. It's almost like when you microwave a marshmallow and it's so fluffy and soft and warm. That's your aura when you walk into a room, right? And I feel like this person picks up on that a lot, but at the same time, I feel like you know when to tone it back. You know when to just kind of take a step back and be there for the people around you. And again, observe. I feel like you're someone who's very reflective. I feel like those of you that pick Stack 5, you're also someone who is really good at being a soundboard for other people as well. And I feel like this person really appreciates that going forward. I also want to say really quick with the purple in the background too, that you're someone who, again, is very spiritual. I wouldn't be surprised if you are clairaudient or clairvoyant, or maybe receive a lot of signs through your dreams. Make sure to take up dream interpretation. I feel like that would be really, really beneficial for those that pick Stack 5. But going forward onto your next two cards, these are your Animal Totem Tarot cards, and these are talking about if the person who is thinking about you could sum you up into any two cards, what would they be? So we have the Death card followed by the Queen of Wands. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about in regards to you being vivacious and you being warm and tender and open, very open body language as well. And I feel like they really respect that, because I feel like this person makes an effort to try and be open with their own body language, so they appreciate how forthcoming you are as well. But with the Queen of Wands, notice all the sunflowers in the background. I feel like a lot of people really look up to you and are really inspired by you. And I feel like, or maybe that's just kind of the vibe that this person picks up on, right? But going forward, they really look up to you themselves. I feel like they see you as someone who is making their own successes, someone who is making a place for themselves in the world, someone who is kind of bulldozing a path forward, regardless of the naysayers or people who, might want to give you a hard time. You just keep persevering, even with all of the endings of cycles that you've been through. You know, you just keep picking yourself up and dusting yourself off, and they find that so brilliant. I feel like this person really loves that when you go through a changing of cycle, you know, maybe you're someone who loves to reuse and recycle. Maybe you love to reuse your clothing. Maybe when you have like jeans or something, and you're like, oh, I don't really want these anymore, you like to cut off the bottoms and like crochet little maybe lace designs on it. But regardless, I definitely feel like there's this energy of reusing and recycling and maybe even donating as well, so there is nothing put to waste. And I feel like they really appreciate that, as well as the fact that you are so mindful and you are so environmentally friendly, right? But going forward, I definitely feel like they get this energy from you, that nothing is wasted as well. I also feel like maybe those of you that pick the stack, again, you might be on your own path to self-employment or entrepreneurship, or maybe you're just someone who recently got a raise or is going to be getting a promotion, and this person sees your success, you know, and this person is really inspired by your success as well. They're inspired by the fact that you are a businesswoman or businessman, and they're just really wanting to match your level, right? So going forward onto your next few cards, these are your Ethereal Visions tarot cards, and these are talking about what this person thinks about when they think of you. So starting us off, we have the Judgment card. Okay, beautiful. So it could be that this is a past life relationship coming back together, maybe even past life karma here. Maybe this person feels like kindred spirits with you. We also have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands. They're definitely checking out your social media. They're definitely kind of having surveillance on you. The Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so they definitely want a passionate new beginning with you. For some of you, this could be someone who you never really had a start with. Maybe there was a little bit of a situationship or a relationship there, or the two of you just really liked one another, but it never really came to fruition all the way. And I feel like it was because neither of you were really ready, and I feel like the universe was saying, let's take a break, you know, right person, wrong time, give it a few years, give it a few months, give it a few weeks. But for others of you, I feel like this is literally a past life relationship, right? Where this person is now coming back into your life as a brand new person. No previous kind of experience in this lifetime, but it feels like you've known them forever. It feels like you've known them for many lifetimes, and that's why, is because you guys have a soul contract. I feel like the two of you are in a soul family together as well. I feel like your souls are connected, and how beautiful to be constantly reincarnated and coming back together with one another and being reunited. And I just feel like that is so sweet, being able to find each other through social media as well. You know, maybe the two of you are going to have little online crushes on each other for a little bit before you start kind of talking like Facebook crush or Tumblr or Twitter crush. But going forward, it's definitely going to start into something very passionate, or that's what they think of, at least when they start daydreaming about you. They think about maybe holding your hand, maybe doing things a little bit more passionately as well. Maybe this person wants to have a more sensual time with you, Netflix and chill, if you will. But with the Queen of Swords, they definitely want to have deeper conversations with you. Maybe they want to have very passionate conversations. Maybe they want to tell you everything that they feel about you, and maybe that's what they think about, is telling you, hey, I know that we've known each other in a past life. I really love when you post new pictures of yourself, because it makes me feel like I'm that much closer to you. You know, maybe they would say, like, I know we just met, but it feels like I've known you for many lifetimes. And maybe they'll even go on to say, like, I love the fact that you are so stoic. I love the fact that you are, you know, someone who's a little bit mysterious as well. I feel like they find that very attractive, because there's a duality to you, right? Where you're in your divine masculine, but you're also in that divine feminine energy as well with the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you're very nurturing, and that's something that they reflect on a lot. I feel like they also think about resting their head on your lap as you stroke their hair. I feel like that's something that is a constant. I feel like they see you as someone who is just incredibly motherly, regardless of gender. They feel like you would be an amazing parent. They feel like the two of you are very spiritually connected as well. It could even be that there's times where they're thinking about you while they listen to music, and then the next day maybe you post a song, or you post song lyrics to that exact song, and then they're a little bit freaked out, like, are me and this person connected? Like, was that happening at the same time? And I feel like that's something that they really noodle on as well. But also with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, I feel like they also think about the fact that if they came forward to you with some form of maybe passionate offer with the Ace of Wands, you know, that I don't think that you would refuse, you know, that maybe you would kind of act coy at first or a little bit aloof, but then you would come around because you are very loving and you're very sweet. I feel like they just reflect very much on how beautiful you are as well. Again, regardless of gender, I feel like you're very beautiful. I feel like you have a very beautiful eye shape as well. There's also this energy of having a very beautiful kind of pronounced nose, and also very beautiful lips. But going forward, some of you might also take care to do your hair, to curl it, to braid it, but there's definitely this energy of taking that little extra time for yourself to make yourself look really good, and they think about that a lot. I feel like if you even change your hair or change your nail color as well, maybe get your nails done, I feel like they would immediately notice that, and I feel like that's really sweet. Also with the seahorses here, it makes me think that this person wants to do the brunt of the work for you, right? Especially since this person is in their divine masculine. I feel like they feel very evened out by you being in your divine feminine and being very nurturing as well. But going forward onto your next few cards, these are your Botticelli Tarot cards, and these are talking about this person's next moves towards you. So we have the Five of Wands, the King of Chalices. Oh, look, we have a pair. We have King and Queen here. How sweet is that? We also have the Knight of Chalices and the Three of Swords. Yes. Okay, so this person is taking the risk no matter what. I feel like they've been really, really weighing it on their mind for a while. I feel like it's something that's been kind of haunting them, especially with the Five of Wands. They know there's competition. They know that there's other people that have their eye on you. They probably even know that for some of you, you might be on Tinder, you might be on Facebook dating, you might literally be looking for a new partner, and I feel like they know that time is ticking. They know that they have to seize the moment. There's also cranberries on the table, so it could be that around Thanksgiving time is around the time that this person maybe comes into your life. Also fall time, regardless of when you watch this or wherever you watch this, whenever fall time is for you is maybe around the time that this person is going to make their move. But also, you know, I definitely feel like this person is very much reflecting on this very logically, and kind of weighing out the good with the bad and trying to figure out all the ways that you might perceive this as a not so good thing, right? And what their reactions would be to that. But I feel like this person would have a very good sense of humor, right? But I feel like they're going to keep things a little bit lighthearted, considering this might be a very, very new relationship, right? They're not going to get too invested because, again, with the Three of Swords, this is talking about heartbreak. You know, this person doesn't want this to, you know, maybe end in them getting rejected or getting heartbroken. But at the same time, they know that there isn't going to be any victory if they're not willing to play. And I feel like that is so true in this situation. So they're going to take that leap of faith and they're going to make a move towards you, especially with the Knight of Chalices. I feel like they're going to give you some form of romantic gesture. For some of you, this might be making a playlist and sending it to you. For others of you, I feel like they're literally going to be making you something and gifting it to you, sending it to you over the holidays, maybe even around your birthday. But there's definitely this energy of this person really going the extra mile to want to contact you, to want to kind of be romantically involved with you at the same time. And it's really interesting that we have the King of Chalices here, because it's definitely talking about they're finally emotionally ready to have a relationship. And maybe that's how the two of you are going to meet too. Maybe for some of you, you literally met this person on a dating app and you're just kind of feeling things out with them. You're just talking right now. But going forward onto your next few cards, these are your Glow Glow Tarot cards. And these are talking about if this person could tell you anything, what would they say? So we have the Moon card. Lots of inner reflection, self-discovery as well, understanding about what it is that they want. With the Ten of Swords, maybe this person had to experience a lot of really bad relationships, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain and trauma before they could find you. And maybe that's something that makes them feel a little bit scared, a little bit anxious and reserved in regards to having a relationship. But that's the only reservation that they have in regards to you. And I feel like that's really sweet. Again, the Five of Wands, they know that there's competition. They know there's other suitors. but they want to be the one that makes you happy. Again with the sunflowers, beautiful. Maybe Post Malone's Sunflower is kind of resonating with some of you. You're a sunflower. But also I feel like this person, you know, really sees you as their happiness. And look at that, from the moon to the sun, things have finally been illuminated. Suddenly they see that you are the person that they want to be with. Now we have the Page of Wands in reverse, followed by the World in reverse as well. It's almost like they are willing to take the risk. They're willing to take the risk of you closing out the cycle indefinitely. They're willing to take the risk of you not even wanting to get started with them, or you not wanting to talk to them, or you not wanting to even be involved with them anymore, because they know, again, that the reward outweighs the risk, you know. And I feel like this person really wants to go that extra mile with you. But also, you know, with the Page of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this person is being very mature about it. I feel like they're keeping it to themselves. I don't think that they're telling their friends and family members either. You know, this person isn't someone who worries about the thoughts and opinions of others. This is someone who is very independent. This is someone who, you know, kind of minds their own business, not gonna lie. And I feel like when this person's friends come back into their lives, you know, or come into their lives and try to get involved in these situations or get involved in their love life, I feel like they have to put their foot down and say no. And I feel like that's where they've learned to set boundaries, because I feel like maybe in the past, this person that has their eye on you and who has been thinking about you, their friends have literally come in the way. So I feel like there's this energy of, you know, them only trusting themselves. But going forward, I feel like maybe there was this inner conflict of, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Until they started to realize, like, oh, if I don't step in, if I don't go in, then this person is literally going to be with someone else. It could also be that they have a birthmark near their chin. But going forward onto your last closing messages, these are your Enchanted Tarot cards. And oh wow, we have the Sun twice. This is talking about any closing messages that we need to know in regards to the person that is thinking about you. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Princess of Swords. Right off the bat, you know, this person definitely wants to plan to see you. They want to travel to you. They want to meet you as well, especially if this is someone that you just met online. They want to be able to meet you. But again, make sure to be very cautious in person. Just kind of, you know, make sure to meet somewhere that is a crowded place. But going forward with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, the wheel is definitely turning in both of you guys' favor. I feel like the universe is bringing both of you guys a really wonderful and beneficial relationship, whether that be romantic or platonic. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of good luck, a lot of good fortune, and a lot of happiness into both of you guys' life. Look, we have the Sun twice here. It could also be talking about Leo energy as well. So it could be that either one of you might have Leo somewhere in your chart. But it's also talking about just letting your hair down and having a good time, going with the flow, knowing that everything is okay. You know, and especially with the Five of Pentacles, maybe the two of you have experienced relationships in the past where you felt a little bit shut out in the cold, and now you're finally meeting someone who is going to make everything feel warm again, who is going to warm you up, because the Five of Pentacles is literally everything feeling so desolate and cold and, you know, just upsetting, uncomfortable, right? And the Sun is just brightening everything up, warming everything up, and thawing everything. And I feel like that's exactly what both of you need, right? So when this person wants to plan a date, definitely, you know, humor them if they're very interesting, you know, if you're interested in them, if you feel safe with them. But stranger danger. But with the Three of Wands, you know, there's definitely this energy of planning for the future with this person because they make you very happy. And because, you know, vice versa, I feel like you make them very happy as well. And I feel like they're going to tell you that they think about you a lot, to be honest. They're going to tell you that they daydream about you. They're going to probably tell you that they daydream about, like, rescuing you out of different situations as well. I feel like they're a little bit nerdy, but I feel like you're really going to love that, right? I feel like maybe this person really loves, like, comic books or manga. Maybe this person really loves anime as well. But regardless, definitely let me know in the comments if you know who this person is, if you've just recently been talking to someone brand new. But yeah, definitely let me know, and I hope that this resonated. Also, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this. Also, make sure to hit subscribe if you have not already, and to hit that little bell icon to be notified every time that I upload a brand new reading. I will also be leaving all of the links in my description box down below for my Etsy shop and places that you can donate to as well that are very near and dear dear to my heart. My Etsy, I have brand new pricing as well. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about it. But yeah, it is brand new pricing all around. It is going to be 15 minutes for $10, all the way up to 3 hours. I have pricing for, so for however long you want to hear me babble for, you can get me for. But yeah, I hope that you are doing amazing, and I hope that you guys are staying in good health and taking care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!